Puff Puff Pass. It's your boy, the King of Bong Style, Jim Vicious, and he's Canada's greatest export since the band Rush, my co-host.
Tyler Fudge. Not today's Tom Sawyer. Today's Tyler Fudge. And you will all remember me for like 15 seconds at least.
Today's Tyler Fudge, me, mine.
Nobody knows the words to that song. So right?
No, what is it?
I don't fucking know. Yeah, it's just like all I know is from I Love You Man. Today's Tom Sawyer. Is all you got to do is just make up words.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm a huge Rush fan. I listened to that song about 5 million times. No fucking idea.
You'll never know.
Yeah. Rush, today's Tom Sawyer. Fucking. Suplex is City Limits, available for listening wherever fine podcasts are found. You can follow me on the show Twitter at Suplex City Limit. You can follow Tyler at The Federation. If you like the show, consider supporting us by picking up a t-shirt at Pro Wrestling Tees. We've got sizes small to 5XL, shipping intergalactically. We'll even give you a shout out on the show for that shit. Or you can donate to our Patreon as little as $1 a month. That's 25 cents per episode. And I won't give you a shout out for $1, but $5 I'll give you a shout out.
There you go. Jim just he's bringing exclusivity to the SCL Patreon.
Oh yeah, well, dude, $1. Even in the perks of the $1 says you just can go to sleep tonight knowing you did a good job. What am I going to give you for $1?
Yeah, you can barely get candy for $1 now, man.
Exactly. Let's not talk about chicken sandwiches this time. This week on the Pot Smoking is Wrestling Pod on the internet, the podcast of the Immortals. We'll be talking New Japan 46th anniversary. We've got Ring of Honor Manhattan Mayhem. We'll preview Fastlane begrudgingly.
And that's about it.
That's about it. And the news. There's a lot of news this week, I feel like.
I've got a lot of stories. Whether or not they're news-worthy, that's to beg to differ. So,
well, we'll see. Plus, we got the return of Bitchin' with Burbs.
Yes, he returns, and he seems like he's starting a feud with Jared, the other segment guy, and I don't know what's going on. I don't know who's shitting each other's cornflakes first, but I'm entertained, so I'm glad.
I don't like that'll end up being like those two cutting promos on each other.
Oh, dude, I can't wait! I can't wait for Bob Caudle to get involved, start cutting promos.
Oh my god! Booking angles here at Suplex City Limits. Let's fucking dive in and start it up with some news.
This week in the news, Del Rio, WWE, baby. Fish needs a knee surgery. I didn't know Fish had a knee, but over to you, Jim.
Yeah, I don't even really like wrestling. I just do this shit for the money. We're live? Right now we're live?
Yeah. Bitches,
I'm
though.
Jim Vicious. This is the news.
Jim Vicious doing it for the bitches.
Yeah, never mind that. All this big podcasting money, dude. It's all about the money, dude.
It is, man. It is. It's all like you know what I'm speaking into? It's not a mic. It's just a ball full of money. That's what happens when you got this much money. You just speak into it and it makes noise.
Yeah.
But
hopefully people can see our sarcasm there.
I hope so, man. I'm poor as fuck.
Yeah, dude. We're living hand to mouth. We're trying to be somebody.
Yeah.
What's the big story this week? We had some releases. That's not really a huge story, but let's start there.
Some releases. I know of one. Who was the other one?
Oh, there were 4 releases from NXT.
Really? I know of Kimberly. Or Abby Lath, however you want to call her.
Right. Yeah, she was kind of the most high profile of all of them.
Okay.
I've heard, though, the talk is that she was a pain in the ass backstage.
Really?
Yeah, I heard that. That her and Lovelace, a.k.a. Ruby Riott, are like good friends, but Riott had to distance herself from her because she was such a pain in the ass backstage. I don't know.
It's unfortunate for her.
Yeah, it is, because she's better than a good portion of the women on those fucking shows.
Yeah, she is. I agree. I'm a fan of her as well. They haven't done anything with her on NXT television to even make me care, though. So it's like, she's gone. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah.
Sage Beckett. You know who that is?
No, is he a UFC fighter?
No, it's a woman.
Oh, never mind.
She was formerly known as...
I fucked the Sage once. You'd think I know that.
Really?
Yep.
That's good stuff.
She had the biggest titties I've ever seen in my life.
Really?
Yeah, it was intense, man.
Were they still in good shape, or?
Well, I mean, like, this was a while ago. So like, she wasn't overtly, like, she was in her early 20s.
Oh yeah,
and they were
good.
But yeah, they were that big though. It was unmanageable.
Sage Beckett, formerly known as Andrea in Shine. That's a creative name.
Oh yeah, there you go.
She had returned to wrestling in 2014 after a 4-year retirement caused by health problems. I don't know what that means. Oh, that was the Rosa Allotted Love. Okay.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Health condition as in, like, what, being fucking too obese to wrestle?
She lost a lot of weight, though.
Yeah, she did. No, that's what I'm saying. Maybe she took the time off for that.
Gotcha.
The other one was Ming.
Ming? Like
you had a guy named Ming? Like, really?
Like the Ming in WCW? Like
he was a 6'8"
Haku?
Chinese man.
So basically, they wanted to recreate
that's Meng.
Haku.
This is.
Oh, there's a difference between Meng and Ming? Fair enough.
Yeah, evidently.
Fuck me, right?
Yeah, he is a 6'8" Chinaman. The Chinaman is not the issue, dude. But he's been on the live events as a bodyguard for Kona Reeves. Really, dude? That's your fucking... Kona Reeves is Prince Maivia. He's the guy that I would call Prince Maivia.
Oh, Jesus Christ, really?
Or Rocky Iakea, whichever you prefer.
Kona
he is old. He's old rock. He's like Rocky Maivia and whatever the fuck.
He's Die Rocky Die is what he is.
He's that and Prince Iakea, like smashed together.
Now, is he original Prince Iakea or the artist formerly known as Prince Iakea?
No, original Prince Iakea.
Okay, cool.
Like, looks like a fucking entertainer at a luau or something.
I bet there's a lot of people don't remember the artist formerly known as Prince Iakea for good reasons.
A good fucking reason. I wish I didn't remember that.
Who was his manager? Was it Charmel?
Oh God. I think it was Charmel. Yeah, it was Charmel.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we had I didn't mean to plug this here, but pay-per-view Take Two, we did do a show with where it's the artist formerly known as Prince Iakea.
Oh, and what show was that? Was it New Blood?
God, no, we haven't done New Blood yet.
That's a weird show, man. There's a good ladder match on New Blood, but
I think it was Uncensored 99, perhaps.
Oh yeah, I remember you guys doing that one. Is that the one with the Yappa Pie?
Yeah, the Yappa Pie strap match, and the best thing ever, which is interesting. It all comes back around to what you guys did, on the pay-per-view that you guys just did on the Federation. Terry Funk choked somebody out with a plastic bag over the head.
Yes.
On that show, he knocked somebody out with a chicken on his hand, a raw chicken.
Terry Funk does?
Yeah, he's fighting fucking. He's fighting Goldust. Well, Dustin. And yeah, he punches him in the face with a fucking chicken boxing glove. It's amazing.
Terry Funk is the greatest.
You egg-sucking dogs.
Oh.
Demetrius Bronson is the other guy.
Who the fuck is that guy?
The practice squad member for the Seahawks and Dolphins.
Oh, yeah.
He signed with NXT in 2016.
Baron Corbin
He just made his
job.
television debut. Yeah. Just made his television debut last September in a losing tag team match against Heavy Machinery. So he's, just a big dude. So, yeah, those are your releases there.
Good. Well, I can't say I'll miss any of you guys.
Yeah. So, best wishes.
Have you heard that Swan plans on retiring?
Yeah, that's interesting, right? 27-year-old Rich Swann, by the way.
Yeah. Got a taste of the big time and couldn't handle it. And now he's like, fuck it, I'm done.
Well, I think part of this is that there is, and this is all going to go into a huge thing. What happened to wrestling culture, like people who like wrestling, now it is turned into predominantly this very pussy, crybaby bullshit. And it's like people that, what's that guy's name? I'm going to call him out. Fucking Bixenspan. You know this guy?
Oh, David Bixenspan?
He was on there too, like, Swann, I don't know what Swann said. Something fucking about upcoming booking, and that guy like quotes like, "Well, this coming from a guy who, whatever." Fucking, he didn't abuse his wife. All he did was drag her, really, pick her up and carry her. But yeah, that's like that pussy culture now. It's like that asshole from What Culture, right? Like they fucking ran him out of town. Because he asked the chick to see her tits,
and then he turned into powder without the powers.
It's just a bunch of like fucking wrestling now. It seems like it's a bunch of women and a bunch of fucking pussies who have never fucking fucked a woman, and it's just everyone complains about everything now.
It's true. It's true.
And I feel like that's why Rich Swann is like, fuck it, dude. He'll be back. He'll quit for a year, and then some other wrestler will fucking kill his family, and then and then we can fucking have Swann come back and
he come back
dance the Lionel Richie. And,
oh, no,
exactly.
No. Yeah.
He didn't do anything. That's the thing that really I thought was crazy about the Rich Swann thing is like his chick jumped out of the fucking car in a different, not in their hometown either. I don't believe. She jumps out and takes off. It's like, yeah, dude, you're gonna stop and fucking get her. You're not gonna let her like walk off in some fucking neighborhood.
You would.
Yeah, if you haven't had to restrain one of your girlfriends, I mean, I don't know. you better not let her walk home.
Oh,
dude.
I would. Fuck it. I have done that actually. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
I come off sounding better and better every day. Hey.
I know, right? You've restrained a woman before, I'm sure. Sometimes you got to do it.
No.
Oh.
I just let them fucking go crazy. I just leave. That's what I do.
And then they had made the announcement too, like, oh, if he's cleared of his charges, he'll still be here. Well, he got cleared, and fucking they got rid of him anyway.
Yeah, no, that I agree that makes him look a little bad, especially because it's all eyewitness stuff, anyways, and it's proven that there's no worse testimony than an eyewitness testimony, because
that's shitty.
Well, people's memories are just flawed. Our brains are not meant to remember things identically as they happened. The only evidence you can really go on is physical evidence. In my opinion. Anyways.
Yeah. Yeah, and if she's fine with it, if she didn't want to press charges and she was okay with it, then fuck it. Who cares? Yeah. But I don't understand, why is this guy not, why was he not been signed to New Japan? Like, to me, that's a top of the junior division guy right there.
Yeah.
He's better than most. He's better than most juniors that they have over there. Is he not?
Realistically, Jim, when was the last time you seen somebody of African American descent pushed over to New Japan? You know what I mean? I don't want to.
The Midnight Cannonball. How about the Midnight Cannonball?
He wasn't pushed. He was given the Midnight Cannonball gimmick, Jim. Come on.
Midnight Cannonball. Midnight Cannonball.
They'll call fucking, what would they call Rich Swann? Like Darkness Between the Sheets or something like that?
Yeah.
Really?
I don't know.
Or the wife snatcher?
What black guys do they have? Like, they had ACH a little bit here and there.
They got Bad Luck Fale, but he's more Tongan than anything.
Yeah, he's not. He's Tongan. Is there anyone else?
No.
Ricochet is kind of black. Yeah?
He's barely.
I don't know what he is. I just expect he's partially black.
I don't either.
But due to his athleticism, let's be honest.
He probably has, but predominantly, yes.
Yeah, I don't see any fucking white dudes doing that shit out there.
Will Ospreay, but it's a little bit sloppier.
Yeah, well. But yeah, also on the subject, so transitioning to just people being pussies. This isn't really news, but I wanted to talk about this.
Sure.
Mark Henry Wrestling News, some fucking Facebook page. I don't know if they have an actual website, but this is something that a girl posted there. I guess is one of the journalists. I'll use the term journalist. You know who writes for wrestling, right? 99% of people who write for wrestling write for some website for free. Let's fucking let's be honest.
No, it's
people ask me all the time, "Hey, you want to write something for this website for free?" Like, no.
Yeah, no.
Just to already fucking do a podcast for free.
Like,
get the fuck out of here.
Dude, I wrote for a fucking magazine for free.
Yeah, right.
And that's when I clued in and was like, you know what, man, fuck this.
Yeah.
I'm not doing this no more.
That same guy, just like a couple months ago, hit up the Facebook, probably not even knowing that you're on the show, right? And was trying to sell advertising. I'm like, yeah, we have so much money that we have an advertising budget for a paper-based magazine.
Yeah. That is only distributed in the UK. Yeah, there you go. Fuck.
Get out of here.
No, but, and legit, nothing comes from it. Never got a goddamn thing. Like that advertisement didn't do nothing for me.
No. Well, yeah, it's like, it's just how it is now, man. Such a weird fucking thing these days. But no less, this is the comments about this last week's Raw Paul Heyman segment. I'd like to express my deep disappointment.
I knew this was going to happen too.
I'd like to express my deep disappointment towards the Paul Heyman promo he cut to close the show. It started off good as any typical Paul Heyman promo is expected to be, but then to my surprise, it took a dark turn. And it wasn't your savage heel stuff, but rather something that could have genuinely and unnecessarily angered people out there. Heyman referred to the Universal title as her and a bitch all in the same sentence, and it couldn't have sounded more misogynistic. With the WWE smothering its audience with women's evolution movement and insisting on equality for women, I couldn't tell if this was a smart move on their part, even if some may argue that this is simply what heels do. And then ask at the end, what do you think of this week's episode of Raw? Did Paul Heyman go too far?
Like, in my opinion? No.
Well, of course not. Of course not.
Like, come on. Like,
God.
See, like, this is the thing now, is you look at wrestling and then you look at any other form of entertainment. You got to treat the two alike. If you can
but they don't. No.
I know. Like, if you go into Game of Thrones, and guess what, man? There's a midget fucking two able-bodied women. Now, if I took a midget and had him have two girlfriends, I don't care. I'm using the word midget because they use it in wrestling, and it's acceptable then, so it's acceptable now. So fuck it. If you had a midget that had two fucking able-bodied girlfriends come down in wrestling, somebody would probably call you out on it.
Yeah. Well, now, but I was thinking, I was like, where the fuck did this come from? And then I thought about it. I was like, this came from WWE. WWE has bred these people. That's who we're dealing with here.
Yeah, probably.
That's why the what culture thing was such a big deal, was because all that was just about WWE, right? So it was those fucking people, people fucking silly enough to sit and watch top 10 lists fucking about WWE. Top 10 fucking, who cares,
And it's like you go onto their website, and if you want to see the list form without having to click through 8,000 pages, you got to pay them. And it's like, what? Are you fucking serious? Fuck you guys.
Anyway, I just think all those things sort of connected this week for me.
No, I agree. It seems like it. And you look at it too, there's probably more than an inkling of truth that the WWE has really got this whole ball rolling. And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're probably foremost to blame.
That was like, I remember the Charlotte thing where she used, someone said something about her brother, right?
Paige.
Remember that?
Yeah, Paige.
Yeah, right.
She had to apologize for it the next week.
And I was like, who gives a fuck, dude? It's wrestling. Like, did Charlotte... I mean, although it turned out she really didn't agree to it, so... If you don't agree to it, then that's fine. I mean, if Charlotte was like, I really don't want to do this...
Wasn't it?
Oh, was that the case?
I think it was Rick that didn't agree with it, but Charlotte was okay with it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's fucking pro wrestling. Yeah, you watch, as you were saying, you don't watch a movie and go like, oh, this fucking rape scene or whatever.
Right,
You know,
right.
I mean, he killed this guy. Yeah, it's weird. I just hate that everyone's really big pussies now.
You could change the channel on any given time and see somebody getting shot in the chest.
Yeah.
Right? But no,
Yeah.
God forbid wrestling does anything.
I just thought that was so absurd. What else we got?
Lucha Underground sent out cease and desist letters to places that had released spoilers.
Yeah. I don't know where I sit on this one, really.
It's in one hand, okay, you do sign a form that you won't talk about it. True enough.
Yeah.
But wrestling
they didn't go there. You know?
Right, exactly.
If you go
exactly.
to it and you sign it and you tell me and then I just say, hey, this is what happens.
Yeah, you didn't sign
without
shit.
identifying you. Yeah, right.
I agree. So now, without a doubt, they have no leg to stand on. It's a power play move kind of deal. But
I mean, you could have just really what they could have just sent is a letter that says, dude, don't be a cunt.
yeah,
You know? Don't be a cunt.
Yeah.
Don't spread our shit around. And who cares anyway? Like, who wants to know that? I don't understand that. Who's like, I mean, if I hear anything coming, like, oh, about a spoiler for that show, I'm not fucking listening to it.
Well,
Put a spoiler for Lucha Underground in your podcast, I'll never listen to it again. Go fuck yourself. You know?
and for me too, it's like it's so far away from actually happening.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you even want to? It's to me. I see spoilers for Lucha Underground. I'm not even interested in looking at it because Lucha Underground probably won't be visible for another year.
Right. And it was too. I mean, I'm sure it was multiple people, but what I really saw was it was fucking Ryan Satin.
Yeah, there was
And
another one too.
I dislike that guy already.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah,
So
I know. Yeah,
you're like I know you've said
we
so.
we've went on this, and I even wrote down Lucha Underground. I just wrote down Ryan Satin because I knew that was enough to send you off. So
Oh, I'm not gonna. I mean, I'm not an angry person, so I'm not gonna like, fucking cut a promo on the guy. I just think he's a fucking pussy. That's all.
Yeah.
He's part of that. To tie it back, he's part of that pussification of wrestling fans.
well, and even in the pussification, if we want to even keep it on that, Coach was named in a sexual harassment lawsuit against ESPN.
Yeah, dude. Hold on. Sit down, everybody. Buckle up. He did some sick shit. He
Yes.
asked her what kind of music she likes. Since when is it illegal to try to fuck a woman, dude? Honestly.
Since when is it illegal to try to get to know somebody on a personal basis, whether you lived with them or whether you work with them or not? You know what I mean? Like, to me, when you look at a work environment, environments can be so much better if you guys know each other. Right?
Oh, yeah, right.
You get to know
I mean,
these
was he
people.
trying to bang that girl? Fuck yeah, he was. But did he do
Yeah,
anything that was out of line?
No.
Like, all it was is like he offered some mentoring to her, gave her his number, and when it became, he asked about, I don't know, he asked about what music she likes and shit, and after he found out she had a boyfriend,
You stopped talking.
he just, duh. I didn't hear anything else, did you? If there's other charges beyond that I'm not aware of them, don't take this as me saying whatever.
Coach is not even being charged with anything. ESPN are being sued, and they decided to use this example of Coach as to what she was trying to portray in said suit, and it's just such a odd thing. Like there was another girl that was saying the Coach sent her inappropriate pictures. It's like,
well, then okay.
Can you
if
imagine?
that's the case, then
Yeah,
that's a different
exactly.
deal.
Can you imagine a coach, I don't know what I was trying to say there, but yeah, a picture of Coach. Can you imagine that one?
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm trying to see, like, I'm reading here to see if there was anything else about, like, I hadn't heard the picture thing. But
Well, that was somebody told her that used to work at ESPN to watch out for Coach, because Coach will send these unwanted pictures or whatever.
yeah. Well, watch out for that Coachman guy. He likes to pussy. A lot of these things are non-fucking issues to me. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Like I don't really see what he did here.
Like
that's like
Harvey Weinstein. That's a different story altogether.
Oh yeah, that's that.
They're getting ready to. They might be getting ready to arrest him too. I read
Finally
of that. Yeah.
When are they going to arrest Bill Cosby?
Oh man, we've already talked about this. Bill Cosby even has comedy dates, for fuck's sake. It's fucking madness.
Yeah, that's because himself's a fantastic comedy album. You ever listen to it? It's fucking good.
Well, I mean, yes, but I mean, who goes to a fucking comedy show to watch a rapist?
Bill Cosby's pretty funny, dude. That's all I'm saying.
Next thing you know, he'll be doing Kids Say the Darndest Things again. Fucking all the mothers.
If you, Rudy,
this pal, you'll go to
you will
sleep.
fall asleep,
and I'll fuck you.
and I'll fuck you.
Porta pop.
Yeah. I don't think Bill Cosby drugging and raping women is funny, but I think that him being a rapist is funny. If that makes any sense.
The character, thinking of the character on TV that you've seen, think of him as a rapist. That can be funny. But Bill Cosby himself raping people, no, it's not funny.
Yeah. Listen to the album. I believe himself came out in 1984. It is a fantastic fucking album. That or where he talks about what is it? To my brother Russell, whom I slept with. That's an interesting title now when you look back on it. Funny album as well. Saudi Arabia to host Greatest Royal Rumble. That's what it's called.
Yep.
These guys are like, yeah, we want a Royal Rumble, but must be the best, greatest Royal Rumble ever.
Yeah. 50-man Royal Rumble going to be the worst Royal Rumble ever.
It has to be like put in the title. Like when I say Greatest Royal Rumble, that's literally the name of it.
Yeah, that's the name. It's creative as all hell, man. It really
that part of the world is fucking so weird to me.
Well, I mean, they're so deprived of everything. It's like when they get it, they want it all. I want Royal Rumble, but I want best Royal Rumble.
I was watching this thing about like some of the stuff that these cats buy, like sheiks and shit like that, you know? Some of the things that they'll buy like, or they build. Or
Beyonce to play at their house for like $6 million.
Oh, yeah. I was watching a car show, and there's like some sheik, the Rainbow Sheik, I guess is his name. Yeah, no shit. But
That's a wrestler for sure, like, right?
Yeah, he's got like hundreds of cars, and like not a single one shows any taste whatsoever. You know, like they don't have any taste over there. They got tons of money, but no taste at all.
I get you. It's just like the newest, sleekest, shiniest thing.
Yeah.
Nothing with any
Greatest
soul,
Royal Rumble.
No vibe.
Now, I liked when they did 40 people. I wish the Royal Rumble was more people now. I think it's fucking all. I love the Royal Rumble. I want it to last longer because it's awesome.
I can agree. An hour in the Royal Rumble, I don't get sick of that. You know, it's making an hour and a half. You know, I probably could sit through an hour and a half Royal Rumble. It beats the rest of the fucking card.
Yeah, remember when they did 40 one year?
Yep, that's the year Alberto Del Rio won.
Oh.
Speaking of Del Rio,
what about him?
Well, he was at WWE headquarters this week. There is a rumor that he's eyeballing Vince McMahon would like to have him back. So
that's fucking crazy.
Yeah. If he gets hired, just prepare for the death of Paige.
Well, they put him on SmackDown.
They meet like once a month, and just all hell breaks loose.
God, if there was ever a guy who hasn't moved the fucking needle whatsoever.
Oh, you mean Jeff Jarrett?
It's him. You bring that guy back tomorrow. No, you bring back Del Rio tomorrow, and it's not going to do anything at all.
No.
It hasn't done anything for anyone. It didn't do anything for fucking Lucha Underground. It didn't do anything for fucking Impact.
It was much better with Lucha
to me, he doesn't bring it. Yeah. No person is like, oh, I'm going to watch now because he's there. Might as well fucking be excited about bringing Jack Swagger back.
Right? Well, they're the equivalent. They're the equivalents of each other, in my opinion. You know, they had that WrestleMania match when Jack Swagger was being pushed. What did he do to not be pushed anymore? What is it he did?
He was pushed.
No,
he got
arrested
for fucking weed or something.
Was
DUI.
it yeah, something like that. Yeah.
But I guess this deal is going to have like all kinds of different things to do with like the Middle East and Saudi Arabia and bullshit. So
yeah, was it a 10-year contract they signed or something like that?
A 10-year strategic multi-platform partnership in support of Vision 2030, Saudi Arabia's social and economic reform program. What the fuck does that even mean?
Dude, I don't know. I don't know if anybody knows.
But yeah, 50 people, it sounds cool, but then you remember like, oh, it's just going to be like Kurt Hawkins and dudes you forgot even worked there.
Yeah. Yeah, and then people are still going to fucking tune in to watch this if it's a network special and them still be disappointed.
I think it's supposed to be. And I would watch that. I'd be interested to see what a show from Saudi Arabia looks like.
Well, yeah, and speaking of interesting shows...
The camels? Huh?
Just recreation of WrestleMania 9 or whatever.
That's insensitive. Doubly insensitive.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But no, there's also they're planning a show in Australia for 100,000 people.
Yeah, that's
something tells me that might get moved to a different arena.
They seem to think they can pull it off, man. What do you have on your fucking roster that's worthy of that? I don't think there's anything. Look at this year's WrestleMania.
I know. The ticket sales aren't very good.
Is tickets on sale already?
For WrestleMania. Oh, for WrestleMania. Yeah, there's still 4 seats left.
Yeah.
They're like those $9,000 floor seats. There's still a bunch of those.
Oh yeah, who's going to pay that anyway?
Oh man, that fucking long hair freaky Jesus guy's in front row. He'll pay it for sure.
Yeah.
Because he sells like some weird fucking drug nobody knows about yet, I'm sure.
Yeah. Do you remember? Oh, what?
Nothing.
Do you remember? Oh, Alejandro Montalvo.
Alejandro sounds familiar.
Montalvo. He was the guy who was shot outside of the Performance Center.
Oh yeah. The guy smears shit on walls.
Yeah, he was smearing shit on the wall. The police showed up. He ran at them with a handful of rocks, and they shot him in the fucking chest.
Handful of shitty rocks, now, mind you.
Well, I'm sure, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't want to get that kid's shit on me either.
No, man.
It was also mixed with piss and milk.
Oh, fuck. That just sounds horrible.
But yeah, he was outside of the NXT tapings here again.
Was he?
Yeah. And I guess he was screaming things about WWE and Degeneration X and shit, and
was he
how Vince McMahon...
Did he have a career with him?
No, someone filmed it, though. Some of it. But Vince McMahon will have to shoot him again to stop him. And he says something about, like, they're police guns, but they're not my guns, and, like, flexes and shit. Yeah.
It's a shame to shoot this guy.
Yeah, he's on social media, dude.
Is he really?
Yeah, on Instagram and shit.
I'd be embarrassed if anybody ever found out I followed him.
Yeah, he's fucking crazy, dude.
He gets shot and he's still going back. I'd say he's crazy.
Yeah, and that's the thing, too. It's like, why is this guy not in jail?
Right.
If there was ever a fucking... an excuse for some fucking police violence. Holy shit. Just shoot this guy. If he fucking shows up there again, just fucking shoot him. Let's be done with it. What a dumb fuck.
In my opinion, crazy's crazy. You know what I mean? Like, there's no room for you in society if you're crazy.
Well, that's how we are here, though, right? And like, we don't really do anything for those kind of people. So they have this guy. How do you go and screaming and trying to get in the building, and like he posts all these videos on like online where he's like obsessed with fucking AJ Lee and shit, and it's like, this guy's dangerous, and then he gets shot by the police, and now he's just out again. That's where, like, when people like that do fucking crazy shit and kill people, then they're like, oh, I don't know. Shouldn't have been out there to fucking start with, man.
Exactly. It's like that guy that chopped that guy's head off on a Greyhound bus here in Canada.
Yeah, right.
Dude,
they let him out of jail.
He's out walking the streets. He chopped the guy's head off like 10 years ago. He's on the streets.
That blows my fucking mind, dude.
Exactly.
How do you cut a fucking person's head off and ever get out of jail? I don't understand.
I don't either, man.
I don't care what you do while you're in jail.
Like, you don't think that fucking guy that shot a guy down the street's not crazy in some way for even just wanting to shoot a guy?
Yeah,
yeah, he is. He's a little crazy. Like, fuck.
Yeah.
If somebody's going to do something like that, you're a little crazy.
Yeah, speaking of a little crazy, NXT to introduce another belt. The North American Championship.
It's a very... Like, I understand the need for a mid-card title in NXT, right? I understand it. Now, the question comes in then, well, what about the UK title? Sure.
Yeah.
Right? But, now, Jim, what sense does it make in a UK title that's never defended in the UK? None. Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Well, and you almost have to have it on a UK guy. What if you do put that on an American?
Right.
Or something like, how does that even work? Like, they were trying to get a show over there. That's the only reason they even made the fucking thing. Exactly.
And now it's just, it was only to keep good name guys away from the World of Sport show. Because they didn't want World of Sport to
where's that at?
Nowhere, because WWE killed that with everything they did.
Yeah.
Right? And now, so like, I understand it. Sure, it makes more sense to have a North American title on... I would have been more partial to like a television title, but even though it's not even on television.
Thank you. Agreed. That's my stance on like all that shit.
Yeah.
If I had a company, I would have my main belt. I would have a TV belt that's defended weekly. Now NXT, you can't really do that, but on Raw or something, I think like instead of the IC, which some people would say sacrilege, right? Fucking getting rid of the Intercontinental. But just a TV title, and every week it's like an open challenge thing. You just do the open challenge thing every week with a TV champion.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree.
But I don't know. You're gonna have Pat Patterson go and wrestle in South America for the South American Championship.
Yeah, the match never ever actually happens.
Dude, I mean, there's a perfect African champion. I think we already got Power Udi's there, man. He's ready. Great Power Udi, WWE African champion.
Yeah, representing Uganda.
Yeah, Uganda, motherfucker. It's going to be a sixth. I mean, is it a spoiler? Do they set this? Do they set it up though?
They haven't set it up yet, but it's too much of a fucking killer match to even want to ignore it.
Right. EC3, Ricochet, Adam Cole, Killian Dane, Lars Sullivan, and Velveteen Dream. Now, I don't know about Adam Cole because, as you mentioned, Fish is out with a knee surgery.
Yes.
And I feel like they'll probably put Cole in to defend the tag belts at TakeOver.
Yeah, to take on the winners of the Dusty Classic.
Yeah, which we won't spoil that for you.
No, I don't even know. I don't even know, honestly. It's just this was too big to ignore. There was a lot of... Everywhere you look, this is being talked about. So then I think that match is probably going to be one of the matches of the weekend, probably.
Yeah.
Killian Dane does everything he can do to get himself over.
Yeah, you kind of got three guys who are good and three guys who aren't. Depends what level you consider. Lars Sullivan, to me, is super green. Velveteen Dream is super green.
Yeah.
EC3 is just fucking bland to me.
He is very bland. He's
just nothing.
I think Ricochet, and if Adam Cole's not in it, there's going to be another guy to take his place.
Yeah, who do you put it on? I mean, at the risk of running the risk of sounding super smarky, I'd fucking put it on Ricochet.
Yeah. I can't. I wouldn't put it past him to put it on EC3.
No.
Just because he's been there before, but Ricochet would be my choice as well.
I don't think EC3 is like... I wouldn't have brought that guy in. I don't think he's anything.
No, he's a good talker.
He was so great on Impact. Like, was he? I don't know.
He was a good talker. That's it. He wasn't a wrestler.
Yeah. People thought he was so good.
But then, though, Jim, what do you think would be a better money chase? Ricochet winning at TakeOver, or somebody a la Killian Dane winning and doing the heel run with Ricochet chasing?
Yeah.
I think that might be better.
I don't know. I'm not convinced that Ricochet is not going straight to 205 Live.
They are looking to introduce tag team titles after WrestleMania.
There's other news, right? Yeah. And you know what? You know who I saw it this week, and I was like, oh, that makes sense. NXT. It was first round AOP and TM61.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And I was like, oh, maybe they'll put TM61 over here. And they didn't. And I was like, oh, I see. I think those guys are going to be 205 Live fucking the first tag champs over there.
Oh, it's... Yeah.
Mark my words.
Yeah. No, you're fucking right, man. You're fucking right.
Did you see that there was a match on, I suppose, on 205 Live this week? Tommy and Tozawa are a team now because, you know,
Japanese.
because Japan, yeah.
Oh, I know they can't even help themselves. But now, mind you, if Jim yourself, you're sticklish enough to want your tag teams to be color coded, well, you have them ethnicity too, man.
I don't want them to be color coded. I want them to be similar. It could be a black guy and a white guy if they're similar body types and shit. You know? Yeah. No, I have no problem with that as a tag. I'm the guy who has been pitching. You know, my fucking Asian stable idea. Yeah, right. Yeah. Still fucking cooler than anything WWE's going to do this year, but I digress.
Is there anything else? Mysterio's injured.
Yeah, he's hurt his arm, I guess. He's still supposed to be on for the New Japan show.
Yeah, hopefully. Jesus, that's a match I want to see.
I know if his arm is fucked, that's gonna suck.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I guess it will and it won't because like those two together is like just to see Liger and Mysterio. That's awesome. I'm cool with.
Yeah.
They're not gonna have to do a lot for me to think that was an awesome match.
No. I agree. Also, have you heard the rumor that Fabricio Verdum from the UFC claims to have a meeting about doing both wrestling and MMA?
Oh, God. With who?
I don't know.
I thought he said something about, like, WWE tried to bring him in at one point or something.
But he was talking about having a meeting on Thursday, and I didn't hear anything else about it after.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
God, if I could take MMA guys, he would be pretty far down my fucking list. Wouldn't he?
I don't know much about him, honestly. I just know he's he's a name of sorts in the UFC. That I hear a lot of.
He's a good fighter and shit. Yeah. I mean, I guess you're not a big MMA guy, but I mean, for
not
the people
even
who
to say
are,
the least. I wanted to ask you to tell me why. What's your opinion on this?
Yeah, I don't think that guy's like. He's just a dude. He's a badass fighter, but I mean, doesn't speak very great English. He's just a big dude. I'd go more for like a Alistar Overeem or a lot of guys just didn't do it too early enough, right?
Yeah.
If Rampage Jackson was younger,
you
know, or if Chael Sonnen was younger, or I mean, a lot of those guys, you know.
I agree. What about Roy Nelson?
Roy Nelson. Roy Nelson would be awesome as a pro wrestler, dude.
He would, wouldn't he? Yeah. He should be like, bring Hillbilly Jim back. And just have him Roy Nelson just wrestles in a pair of jeans cut off below the knees, barefoot. Yeah. And just fucking with his rat's tail. Boom, man.
I love that he has to like cut weight to make 265 for heavyweight. He's just fat, you know? It's like
he just kills people with his punch.
He just fought a fight recently.
Yeah, over in where? Bellator, yeah. Because
Bellator, say what you will about Bellator, they have this heavyweight tournament going on, and it's just like
the
classics
tournament. Just fucking.
Well, yeah, but it's like it's Fedor Emelianenko, it's Rampage Jackson, Chael Sonnen, Roy Nelson, Matt Mitrione. It's like classic fucking dudes, and to me, at this point, that's where I'm at with MMA. I'm not into oh, this is the new upcoming best guy versus the best guy, you know? It's like, these guys aren't stars. There's no fucking stars over there.
No, I agree.
That's why Mirko Krokop's got another fight coming up after he's retired 47 times. Because there's nobody like that. There's not a guy who's a fucking badass like Fedor or Mirko and shit, you know?
No, it's true.
No stars.
I remember growing up and hearing all those names, right? And it's just like, yeah, no, they were larger than life. And now you got like fucking, I can't look. Yeah. You got Conor McGregor, and you had Ronda Rousey for a little while.
Yeah,
and that was it.
Yeah. Well, Conor fucking just made himself a star.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing too. Back in the day, it's like Rampage Jackson was, when he talked, he was crazy, and he came out and with a fucking big chain around his neck, and he fucking howls, and that's a fucking act. There's something there, you know. Joe Blow, fucking, who comes out with like tribal tattoos and pink hair. It's like,
yeah,
that's it.
Talking like this. I can't wait to get in the octagon. I'm gonna work his arm.
Had a really good camp, and okay, cool.
I love my training buddies.
I want Chael Sonnen to come out and talk shit of the entire country. To get heel heat with an entire country.
I don't care if he's roided to the gills. Just give me pro wrestling.
Yeah. I thought Chael could have been an amazing fucking... I still think he could, even though he's old. Even just teach him a little bit. Limited amount, I think he could come in and have a fucking...
Oh, I agree.
A good little run. Yeah. Like, what's his nuts from fucking... Who had that shit in Impact? Oh, God damn it. From Top Team.
Oh.
Dan Lambert.
Yeah.
So
He's
awesome.
a great promo, too, man. He's so pro wrestling, man. It's madness. That was probably some of the best stuff Impact's done.
It was pretty good.
Like, except they get away from the matches.
Let's see.
Yeah. They made the wrestlers look bad. They really did.
Yeah. But that's a lot of fucking... That was a long time spent talking about the news. Do you have more? Is there the news?
All In was confirmed to be in Chicago.
Chicago? Of course it is.
And Shibata is now going to be a coach at the New Japan Dojo in L.A.
Yeah, that's crazy, huh?
That is. Can you imagine going to L.A. to train and Shibata's there? Holy fuck.
Yeah, you go to the performance center and have
fucking Tensai, fucking A-Train.
Yeah, have A-Train and fucking Robert Smiley show you something, or you go over and have fucking Shibata show you something. Holy fuck.
And then Strong Style Evolved pre-show is going to take place in said dojo.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who's going to be at this dojo?
I don't know.
I
have no idea, but the match that I've seen, I don't even know if there's a match. It's probably just going to be some young boys doing some shit at the dojo, I'm assuming.
Yeah. There you go. I mean, it should be cool. I'm interested to see, because it's obvious that they just... I mean, you probably didn't watch it. I watched a little bit of it. The young boy match that they had with... I don't know, it was like a 10-man fucking match at the beginning of the 46th anniversary show.
Oh, I didn't.
Those guys know what they're doing. Some of these guys have been wrestling for like a year, and they have way more of an idea what they're doing than... Yeah,
the guy that recently went to CMLL during all the Fantastica Mania shows. I can't remember his name. Kawada, I think his name was. He, after the Fantastica Mania shows, they were his last New Japan shows, and he's going over to CMLL. He was doing young boy matches like 2 weeks, 3 weeks into his training, and he was decent. Yeah. And it was like, holy fuck.
Oh yeah, I think if they were smart, they try to get somebody who's been there before. You know, take a guy like even a Balor or something, you know, at some point and bring him down and be like, show us what those fucking Japanese dudes showed you.
Yeah.
Because we have no fucking clue down here.
Yeah.
Not that they don't have a clue, but they suck at making their own people, that's for sure. All they're doing now is just signing indie guys and other talents.
Well, see, and the thing is, too, that New Japan does well with their young boys is they all go somewhere and learn from a different tree, you know what I mean? Like...
And you don't have to pay them then either, dude.
I think New Japan does pay for them. I'm pretty sure.
Like when they go to CMLL, the CMLL is probably paying them.
I don't know. Are they? Maybe. I don't know. Actually, I've never been to Japan, so I'm not sure. But either or. If you're living in Mexico and working in Mexico, you're fine. From what I've heard, it's pretty dicey if you live in America and you're trying to make a living in Mexico. But
oh yeah.
What were we talking about?
We're talking about news.
I mean, well, yeah, but what part of the news? We ended up talking about young boys. Oh, we were talking about Strong Style Evolved. Yeah.
Well, yeah, and Shibata being the coach and shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's cool.
That's
it?
But that is the last one I've got, though. That was a lot of news.
Awkward ending to the news.
yeah, but you know, we all love a little bit of awkwardness, and then we just cuddle up and we, you know, slide in with each other.
Even more awkwardness. Oh fuck! Let's do Suplex City Limits top 3.
Suplex City Limits top 3.
Suplex City Limits top 3. Our top 3 matches of the week. There's a lot of good matches this week.
There was a lot of wrestling this week, actually.
So I will throw it to you to take us through the top 3.
Why, thank you, while I was drinking some water.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. Let's see. Let's start with ROH Manhattan Mayhem.
Yeah.
Mayhem.
Mayhem.
We had the Kingdom and Shane Taylor against the Hung Bucks and Marty Scurll. With Cody Rhodes on commentary, which I thought he was actually pretty good on commentary.
I really liked it. Yeah,
I did
really
too.
good.
Yeah, he brought a lot of like when Colt Cabana was talking about not wearing each other out. When Cody came in and he was just like, "Well, the wrestler in you, Colt, really wants to perform for the crowd, doesn't he?" And he's like, "Oh fuck," I was like, "That makes a lot of sense."
Good shit.
What's his nuts? Fucking Adam Page looked like a goddamn madman out there.
Hangman Page?
Yeah, isn't that his name?
Adam
Page? Yeah, I'm pretty sure his name's Adam Page.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm just fucking baked out, bro.
Oh, me too. Me too. But he had that shooting star Meltzer driver from the apron, that big moonsault. It's just like you can see when he finished that shooting star Meltzer driver. It's just like he looked at Matt like, I did it. Holy shit!
I think the drop salt's one of the most impressive things in wrestling today. Honestly,
the drop salt.
The drop. Yeah.
What do you mean by
salt.
that?
He jumps into the air, drop kicks a guy, and in one fluid motion keeps flipping and does a moonsault onto a guy. It's unbelievable, dude.
Man, for a guy that I was not high on 6 months ago,
right?
Jesus Christ, he's on like one of my top lists of people that I enjoy watching. He's really starting to grow on me.
Yeah, and if you didn't watch
the noose. Once he lost that noose, I think it was cool. I thought it was so corny to go around with a fucking noose.
Yeah. Well, he had to beat Hangman Page and carry a noose around is like a little on the fucking nose, right?
Yeah.
Reminds me of the Kingdom, who like they walk around with like every gimmick they can fucking stick on themselves.
The guy comes out with his goddamn balloons like he was it. I'm not gonna lie, I popped at that. I popped at that just to see in the corner of the screen, just like some red balloons fly up, and then Vinny Massaro fucking pops out. I was like, oh, that's pretty clever.
I didn't even catch what you're saying. What is that?
You didn't notice that in the 3-way or the 6-man tag when the second Kingdom guy entered? He came out from under the ring, or the 8-man, yeah. The second guy came in. And he came from under the ring. He had all these red balloons, and they were looking for him, and it was just a hard shot of the ring, and you see him stand up with the balloons, and they go everywhere, and it's just like it. And he comes up behind him.
What does that have to do with Vinny Massaro?
That was the guy.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah. Yeah.
What? I didn't know he was even in that group.
He was the second guy.
I don't know those. See, that's the thing. I don't know
sorry,
those dudes.
not Vinny Massaro. No, you're thinking of the... Yeah, no, whatever they call him then. What's his name? I gotta get
I'm thinking of Vinny Massaro.
Yeah, and I am thinking of who? Come on, don't fuck with me now.
Oh, I don't even know, dude.
I don't know.
There's
I'm looking
the guy
for...
O'Reilly? Is that one of the guys?
Not TK O'Reilly, but the guy with the big bushy hair.
Jimmy Marcella.
Is that his name? Jimmy Marcella?
Marcella? Marcella? I don't know.
Man, don't make your name so goddamn confusing, guys.
Yeah, okay. Now I'm with you. We're back on track.
There we go.
Gotta get our lives back on track. Fuck. Anyway, this was an 8-man match, not a 6-man. But it was a mayhem match. So, yeah, 2 guys start for 5 minutes, and then every 2 minutes it rotates, from the team to team. And I liked that. It was fun.
I enjoyed the aspect of it, actually, yeah.
You get all the fun of like a regular match, but plus like that Royal Rumble sort of who's coming out next thing,
Yeah, I agree. It builds the suspense. It's good. It's a nice way.
Do they do that shit in WWE?
No, man.
I don't remember seeing anything like that. It's pretty good. But also in this match, it's worth maybe people have seen it without watching the match because it was pretty. It should go viral. The Paige moonsaulting off the balcony, fucking ridiculous.
That was crazy. It was like I was writing something down at the time when I was watching it, and I just hear like the commotion. And I look up and it's just like mayhem. And I was like, "What's going on? What did I miss?" So I rewound and it's like, "How the fuck did I miss that spot?"
And she was like such a classic room too, right, for wrestling.
Yeah.
And it's like somebody like jumping off the balcony in the Hammerstein. That's amazing.
It is pretty dope.
It was good. But this match was just super fun, man. I really fucking liked it.
It was action from start to finish. I thought it was great. And then with the addition of Cody on commentary, it was pretty good. The shining star, though, in my opinion, was Adam Page, easily.
Yeah, and Skrull. Skrull's awesome too.
Yeah, it was driven down our throat that he was in the Arn Anderson spot.
Yeah, right. That's awesome. What else we got?
We got Aleister Black taking on Killian Dane from NXT, and this is basically like the unofficial number 1 contenders match for the NXT title. Aleister Black ended up winning. But it was a good match. It was in my opinion, it was an NXT match. They had a fast paced, slight build because the match is 12 minutes long or something like that.
Yeah,
but they did a good job working around each other. Killian Dane and Aleister Black, I'm sure, are no strangers to each other from working over in the other side of the world.
Right, and a little thing too. When the fuck did they cut Dane's hair like that? Remember, he used to have really long hair,
and now it's shoulder length. It's really awkward.
And he's got shoulder length hair, and it's very fucking uncomfortable to me.
I'm glad you noticed that because I did too, but I didn't want to say anything because I didn't think it was necessary. I was like, I got his hair cut. Fuck it. It looks weird.
Necessary. Yeah, it is necessary when people change their hair. And I like one of the fucking Graves with his little blonde fucking tip recently. Fuck out of here.
He looks like Johnny Bravo.
Yeah, no shit. But yeah, it was a good match. Just all around good match.
Yeah, no, I agree. And to me, the next match was probably one of my favorite matches this week because I'm a New Japan mark. It's Kazuchika Okada against Will Ospreay at the New Japan 46th anniversary show.
Yeah. I like that they teased, maybe doing a draw. You didn't think Ospreay would win, but it was like, I actually was like, well, maybe they'll do a draw. No, they won't do a draw, will they? So that was successful.
They did a good job of having Will Ospreay fight more of an Okada style match. And I've been hard on Will Ospreay at times, but if this is the Will Ospreay I'll see, this is one I'd rather see.
Really?
For sure. I thought this match was great.
Yeah, he didn't do any of the crazy shit in this match. Like there was all the things you expect from Ospreay, they weren't there. Yeah, there wasn't crazy flipping fucking shit.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's cool to see him be able to do it. He
did a little bit of it in spurts.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I don't know what that would be, really, him doing, like, you know, the crazy flippy shit with Okada. I don't know.
I don't think Okada's going to do that.
Yeah.
Okada's got to beat all the records, right? He's got to keep himself healthy.
Which would...
a long ways to go.
Yeah, but which would be more interesting to you? Okada trying to work Ospreay style, or Ospreay trying to work Okada style? I think like the reverse.
If you wanted to see moves get fucked up, yeah. Sure, but if you want to, in my opinion, if you want to see the best all-around match, you're looking at Okada, them wrestling Okada style, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because I in no way think Okada can do anything like Ospreay does.
Right.
Right, but
That's fair.
He's just a really good all-around wrestler. So
yeah. Did it cross your mind at all that it may go to a draw, or no? Or am I alone in that?
That never came up in my mind because I didn't know what the time length was for the match. But it was getting deep and it was a long match.
Yeah.
They did a good job at making Will Ospreay look like somebody. You know what I mean? Just make people care about him. And the fans got behind him too.
Yeah. It was like a slow start. I mean, I don't think it was a boring match, but I could see people say that they think that was boring.
I understand what they mean. It's understandable, but in my opinion, the endings don't make so much sense unless you do it like this.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't if I was trying to sell somebody on New Japan and why current New Japan is awesome, I wouldn't show them that probably. But yes, I know.
Oh yeah, this wouldn't be the match I'd show you. No.
Yeah.
By no means.
But it was really fucking well done. I mean, it's Okada, dude.
Yeah. There's nobody he's gotten in the ring with that he has had a bad match with, in my opinion. Like, he's had matches with Fat Fuck Fale, and they've been pretty good. All right? So, to me, that's a testament. That right there, that's a testament.
He's next level. Just in general, as far as the fandom side of it goes, I just want the dude to lose the belt already. I'm over it at this point.
I'm not at all. He can keep it. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Don't give a shit. Until, to me, the person that needs to take it from him is Kenny Omega. That's my opinion. That's my opinion.
Not Naito?
No.
Man.
Because Naito's story is already told now, in my opinion. Naito's story was the fact that he was trying to get back into his Tokyo Dome main event. He got there, he just didn't win. So, okay, cool. So you can have Kenny Omega go against Naito. He can beat Okada. And then Naito can beat Kenny Omega. And then Okada can come back and beat Naito. Right?
I guess, man. For me, I was I'm all in on wanting Naito to beat Okada. In that last match that they had, when was that? Was that
Wrestle Kingdom? I thought for sure Naito should have been the one that won. I agree.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
I agree, but he's got one more match. One more title defense or something. I don't even know. They were talking about this match as being a title defense, but everywhere I look, it wasn't a title defense. So I still think he's 2 behind the record. Yeah. So you're at least going to see 3 more title defenses.
Yeah, I wanted to see it, man. That was, I'm glad you were with me on that. Yeah, Wrestle Kingdom. It's I was so in. Oh, yeah. I don't think I've gave that much of a shit about who wins a wrestling match in a goddamn long time.
I agree.
I was fucking Naito.
Yeah. Dude, I agree. Naito. It was Naito's time, in my opinion. I feel like they didn't capitalize on it, and I don't think he'll ever be as big as he was then. But
that's unfortunate.
Yeah, but I mean, you never know. When
did I do a honorable mention for the Makabe and Minoru Suzuki match?
Yes, just because Suzuki's a beast and Makabe's a beast, and you put 2 beasts together, and you get Beast Wars, man.
It's
fucking
Beast
great.
Wars.
Yeah.
No, it was fucking just stiff, just beating the shit out of each other.
Yeah, man. You look at a guy like Makabe, and it's oh man, what's he gonna bring to the table now? It's oh, right. I remember now. I remember what you used to do.
Yeah. I thought it was just good, just smash mouth, fucking a lot of punching, just fucking cool.
Just Suzuki just being a monster, and then after the match was over, do you know what he was saying to the crowd?
Yeah, dude.
telling them that he wants them all to get hit by cars and everything, and they're just
he like wants you to
cheering
get in
him.
car accidents.
Yeah, just like It's like no, it's like what the fuck, man.
Yeah, he's one of the most frightening men in pro wrestling, in my opinion.
Oh, dude, I would not say boo to him. And then you look on Twitter, and he just looks like the happiest dude in the world.
Yeah, right.
It's mad.
He just seems fucking scary.
I'm sure he is scary, though. You know, I'm sure he could really stretch you out a bit. You know.
Yeah.
Maybe one of these days we're going to have to set up a stretch him out contest between Stu Hart and what's his nuts?
Suzuki?
Suzuki. He might kill me now.
Did you have other? I mean, speaking of Naito, he defeated Taichi.
Taichi, fuck him.
Taichi.
Fuck Taichi, man. I fucking hate that guy so much.
Yeah. The hair is a portion of it.
Was the hair? Yeah, and that suit too, ripping off the pants and the tiny underwear. He looks like a clone of Yoshitatsu, man. I fucking hate Yoshitatsu.
Did you have anything else on the 46th anniversary show? There wasn't really anything else of huge merit on there.
No, there wasn't. I started.
Show and Yo lost the belts.
Oh yeah, they lost it to fucking what's his nuts from the Suzuki Gun, Maramichi or no, I don't know. El Desperado is it Marif? It wasn't Marufuji, was it? No. It's another guy
Desperado,
from Suzuki.
right?
Yeah, Desperado and somebody else.
Yeah, which is a weird call.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Because I seen that after the Suzuki match, I seen him come out with the titles. I was like, that's really weird.
Yeah. So that's the New Japan 46th anniversary. Pretty good show. I'd say stick to the last two matches, and
yeah,
you'll be good to go there if you haven't seen it.
I started watching the New Japan Cup too. I didn't get a chance to finish it because we started doing this show.
Oh God, I can't fucking.
I was just. It's only 2 matches a night, or whatever. And the first match was missable. It was, what's his name? Takahashi from Bullet Club, the Tokyo Pimp, against Juice Robinson. Nobody gives a shit about Brutus Barber Beefcake against Tokyo Pimp. Have you seen his pants? Motherfucker, man. He's wearing Brutus Barber Beefcake pants. Juice Robinson is. What a fool. He looks crazy. And then
I can't fucking escape Brutus the Barber Beefcake. He's fucking everywhere. Every pay-per-view Take Two we do, it's like son of a bitch and Ed Leslie.
Maybe Jarrett is rigging it to be the Ed Leslie show.
So while we're here, I may as well say it. So Jared was sick last week. We weren't able to record the new episode, which is WrestleMania 4. Still coming. We're recording Sunday. It'll be out this Monday. So, but anyway, after that, we're doing AWA. We're going to a completely new thing. AWA Super Sunday 1983.
God damn.
And I'm like, surely I'll be safe from Ed Leslie here.
No.
Wrong. Ed fucking Leslie. Cocksucker.
Yeah, no, he's definitely rigging this up for you.
Yeah.
The Ed Leslie show.
I am beyond excited to go, because I'm always like, with everything with Joe, I'm like, come on, man, I want to do something different. Like, he's like, well, what do you want to do? You know, like, there's only 3 basically feds, right?
Yeah.
You know, the shit to do that. We want to keep it like shit you can get on the network and stuff. So I'm so stoked to be going to AWA, you know, something completely different.
Yeah, no, I would imagine it would be a trip, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I've been watching it.
It's no Terry Funk choking a guy out in a plastic bag with blood run down his face. This is not that, but
yeah. No, there is no fucking trash shopping bag asphyxiation on this show.
No. That's only a Fall Brawl 89, but that's also the top 3. So with honorable mention.
Oh, we already left that. I was like, we did New Japan there. Also, just Ring of Honor, Manhattan. There was this Soberano and Punishment Martinez match, which could be summed up in that GIF that I showed you.
Oh man,
I made them extra sloppy for you.
Dude, it is fucking so bad. Punishment Martinez is so fucking bad in this.
It was, dude, just a lot of it almost looks like no selling, but then you're like, nope, he's just that bad. That was not a no sell. That has no idea where to be, and his feet just don't work.
You have to know how to work lucha to have a match with a lucha guy, a successful match with a lucha guy.
You're fucking right.
You don't need to know how to do it, but you need to know how to receive for it.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Yes. And like, if you're training for pro wrestling, I don't care what country you're in or where you're at, pay attention to that and learn how to fucking take that shit. So then you can have good matches with luchadors, and they do everything, and all you're doing is receiving. Fucking is a cakewalk.
Well, see, and you know, what seems to be the case too is you look at a guy like Punishment Martinez, and to me, I don't see a guy bred in wrestling. You know what I mean? I see a guy who's doing this as a last resort.
A guy who's just big.
And, and he's those kinds of things are oblivious to him. You know, to look at, watch the luchadors, learn how to do it that way since you're down there. Or if they're up here, get them to give you a crash course. But no, it's just like, go in, do your job, and get out. And that's what it seems to be with a lot of these wrestlers, too. Like, you look at it with, like, they're just not taking the brass ring or whatever, but you can look at it as there's just no want or need to go above and beyond to make your character the next big thing because you're guaranteed all this money anyways.
Yeah. Well, he's probably not making much money, but
I just mean in general, like the state of the rest of the business in general.
Yeah.
Like Dean
in this,
that guy.
Martinez is just fucking awful. He takes like luchador staples so poorly. It's like he's never even seen how to fucking a luchador match. Yeah. Well, like the spinning fucking head scissors, right? You get up top, they spin, they throw you, you go through the ropes to the outside. Yep. He fucks that up. He fucked up taking receiving a moonsault. I mean, he doesn't know what he's doing.
No, he didn't even catch the guy.
No.
He let him slide off of him.
Really shitty. And Soberano's fucking good, too.
Oh, Soberano's great. And they also had Ultimo Guerrero and Volador Jr. in a tag match, too, what was it, Jay Lethal and Dalton
Castle.
I fucking love Volador.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Oh, it was Jay Lethal with Guerrero.
Oh, was it?
And Volador was with Dalton Castle.
Okay, fair enough.
As far as I recall. But yeah, pretty cool. Pretty good. Flip Gordon took on Cody, which was actually a pretty fun match. If he beats Cody, he's booked for All In. He doesn't beat him, so he's still not booked.
That is stamp.
Fucking awesome.
Did you see that gif of John Cena? The John Cena storyline is playing out to be much like the Dead Stamp storyline. I'd come, but I'm just not booked.
Yeah. Not going if it's not booked. But yeah, that Manhattan Mayhem was a pretty good show. Well, a lot of good matches worth watching on there.
Yeah. So. If you're an Honor Club member, good for you. I am not, though.
Yeah, we must be, otherwise how did we see it?
I mean, I'm not myself.
I'm not either, no. We watched it illegally online.
Same stream and everything.
Yeah. I figure that's okay. I figure it's okay because we talk about it on this show, right? And us talking about it creates interest in it.
We're exempt, you know what I mean, from illegal activity?
Yeah, I think if they were smart, they would already be sending us free fucking subscriptions to that so that we talk about it on the show. So it all works out, too.
Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't have watched it if it wasn't doing this.
Right? There you go. That's the spirit.
You want me to spend $170 a year just for that? Yeah. I don't know.
It was like you have to pay it in one payment. You can't even fucking pay monthly.
I can't pay that shit out like a cable bill. Now, see, this is why millennials are never going to switch from cable.
Yeah.
Cable will always reign supreme because millennials are too broke to even fucking do anything anyways. I'm not even millennial and I'm broke.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Fucking A, man. living hand to mouth, son. I live like fucking ghetto adjacent, dude. I live like a chain link fence away from the ghetto, man.
Oh, that's the greatest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, there's literally a chain link fence between me and the ghetto. So, like, here...
Doesn't do anything.
Here is an apartment building that's pretty nice, and everybody who lives within it goes to work every day and shit and comes home every day and just, you know, living life. And then on the other side of the chain link fence is a building full of fucking savages who don't go to work and don't have anything to fucking do all day. They just sit around on the fucking steps outside. And, I don't know.
You.
They don't torment anybody, but a security car has to come through this area at night. There's like a private security firm. They drive around here and shit. You'll see them. Like, I'll be outside smoking, and they just kind of idle through the parking lot and shit. Oh yeah, dude.
I just want to smoke a joint, man. Leave me alone.
Donate on Patreon. Help get me out of the fucking ghetto. God damn.
Little ghetto boy.
Do a fundraiser to get Jim out of the ghetto.
That's the closing song this week. Little Ghetto Boy by Dr. Dre.
I think this week is You're Open, my close.
Oh, if you want to switch, we can switch. I don't give a shit.
There it is. All right, and because we are really fucking baked around here, as you know, I forgot to do the Patreon shout-outs at the beginning of the show. My apologies. But shout-outs to our Patreon donors, Casey, Wrestling Soup, much love, Mish, Joey Draper over there, The Miz Cast, Infamous Chris Savage, The Rice-A-Roni Jabroni Tyloni, Insane Ian Jackson, Jumpin' Jeremy Foltz, and Kick-Ass Keith Martin. We thank you, gentlemen. So,
yes. We may
from
forget
there,
you sometimes, but we do thank you.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we love you. And he's been gone for a couple of weeks now, but he is making his return. Our good friend, Welsh rapper MC Burberry, in the house. Let's see what the Bitchin' with Burbs has this week.
Oops, that didn't work.
Suplex City Limits, it's your boy Burbs. Before I go any further, let me just clear the air, right? Your ears and G-Spot might have fucking noticed that I've been gone the last couple of weeks, right? It's because I've been dead ill. Not going to name any names or anything, but I bought what I thought was a wolf lamp, right? A couple of weeks ago, ended up just being a wolf, right? So it bit me, I needed a fucking tetanus. Anyway, I've recovered now, right? And in fact, I seem to have tamed him pretty easy, believe it or not. Only thing is, he doesn't appreciate it when he hears the words big dog. Alright, fucking hell.
Christ.
I'm just saying what not to say, alright? Jesus, have a bone. Monday Night Raw this week had plenty of things to bitch and complain about. Monday Night Raw this week had plenty of things to bitch and complain about. Monday Night Raw. Yeah, it's fucking annoying, innit? How repetitive is the WWE? Seriously, the announcers... No, fuck that. I'm not even calling them the announcers. The repeaters, right? That's what they do. They repeat everything. They don't announce something. Announce something new, dickhead, right? WWE repeaters just constantly say the same shit. Like, watch this. That thing this week with the Strowman in the car and Elias, right? The segment ends, and the second it ends, Cole is telling me what the fuck I just watched.
He better run! Oh my God, and now Strowman's in pursuit of Elias, back in here into the arena. Elias thought he had the master plan. He set up the master escape. He got in the car, tried to back out of the parking lot, and Strowman was holding the car in the air. Are you kidding me?
Am I kidding you? Are you fucking kidding me, you prick? Like, do they make this show for the deaf and blind? I don't fucking know. Between Michael Cole repeating everything I just seen, and then them fucking graphics on the screen, and then Tamina going, oh, I'll make you look like Ellsworth. And speaking of that promo, everyone taking the piss out of that, because yeah, it was funny as fuck, her just repeating what Charlotte said. But get this, no one's saying the same thing about fucking Reigns, is he? Because he's fucking big dumb. Ah!
And if you don't shut up, I'm gonna make you look like Ellsworth.
Charlotte, you need to be quiet or you're going to start looking like Ellsworth.
Next week, right here on Raw in Detroit, my client will be here, and you can say anything you want to his face.
I want you to tell Brock that he can say whatever he wants to my face.
And why is it with the Hall of Fame these days, yeah? Whenever someone's announced to go in, they always make out that it's a big fucking story, like anyone gives a fuck. And they're like, oh, story broken earlier today by TMZ, or story earlier broken today by fucking Bleacher Report. It's like, who the fuck is breaking these news articles? Like, there's a grass in your company, dickhead. Are you fucking stupid? Between Jarius J.J. Robertson and Double J Jeff Jarrett, there's too many fucking J's in the Hall of Fame already. If anything, it should be double R for really retarded. And no, not for the fucking kid, for the fact that Jeff Jarrett's in the Hall of Fame. F-A-M-E, fame. It means famous. What the fuck? Jeff Jarrett? Maybe an unpopular opinion, I don't know, but I still think that Eugene is the most deserving recipient of that Warrior Award. He had downs and he tried to wrestle, which kind of makes me understand why Jeff Jarrett's in there now. But still, Eugene first, then Jeff Jarrett. And now come to think about it, I actually don't know who's getting awarded the Warrior Award. Is it JJ Jarius or JJ Jeff Jarrett? I mean, they're both retards who like wrestling. Who's gonna win? On SmackDown this week, it was fucking great just to see Charlotte get her head kicked in by the Riot Squad, for Bobby Roode to come down and be the helping hand to just watch and stand there and do nothing and not even restrain them because he's not allowed to, because fucking heaven forbid you do that to a woman. Why is Sami Zayn adamant on making out that he's gay with Kevin Owens, telling him that he's gonna lie down for him at Fastlane? He's constantly going, oh, I'll lie down for you, I'll lie down for you. Why don't you just say something more manly, like, oh, alright then, I'll tap out, or I won't kick out, or I'll take the pin. Mind you, take the pin sounds a bit... Natalia had a promo, I think. I don't know, I turned it off when I seen the bitch. You might have noticed they're keeping Carmella off the TV so that you can forget all about her existence. It's so that she can just show up and fucking surprise you at Mania and be the first ever women's cash-in Money in the Bank bullshit, whatever the fuck they want to call it. They had the first women's rumble, then they had the first women's chamber, then they're gonna have the first women's cash-in at Mania, then they're gonna have a women's announcer, sorry, women's repeater. Mark my words, they're gonna have women's fucking everything, because, you know, women don't have fuck all, right? And if WWE is so-called cost-cutting and I'm losing out on fucking pyro, when it comes to pay-per-views, instead of having 80 different announcers announcing all their different languages, basically going through the French and then the Spanish and then the Nazi and then the Chinese and then the Japanese and the Russian, why don't they just have C-3PO read them all out in one? He's bilingual, isn't he? That'd save fucking money. Give me back me fucking pyro. Jinder Mahal seems like he learns his promos in small parts because that's how he delivers.
Wait for it.
I'm not even going to touch on how pathetic the fucking I've Got No Road to WrestleMania storyline with Cena bullshit is. Fuck that cunt. And I love how they call it a Road to WrestleMania. For fucking Roman Reigns, it's been a trip booked in advance. We knew this shit was coming since last year. Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. Anything so they could just say the Beast versus the Big Dog. Ah! Anyway, lads, I'm gonna get off because this is the longest bitching I've had so far. And not only that, I think I need another tetanus. And I'm still angry at the fact that Jeff Jarrett, I hate that fuck. He's a slimy, backstabbing, financially draining cockroach who's leached onto anything and everything that's allowed him to. It should be fucking Triple J. Jobber Jeff Jarrett. He's a fucking nobody. Fuck that bitch. Looks like Annie Lennox with a fucking goatee.
Holy shit.
He's been gone for a couple weeks and he came back loaded.
You can follow our boy Burbs on Twitter at Burberry Beats with 3s instead of E's. Check out his music everywhere. That is fucking great, man. He keeps killing it, man.
Yeah. I'm surprised he haven't said "fuck you, Suplex City Limits." I'm going on my own.
Yeah, right. Start my own show.
Yeah. No, but thank you, Burbs, for that. That was highly entertaining. And it's like,
oh, dude.
When you look at the Braun Strowman bit, it's like, how in the world they try to say that Braun Strowman had the car lifted up, yet when Elias sat in it and tried to leave, it was perfectly straight on the ground.
Oh, it's just awful.
Like, wouldn't you realize the ass end of your car getting lifted up? Wouldn't that be? He even looks in the rear. He looks behind him and continues to try to leave, even after he sees what's going on. It made no fucking sense, man. This is so stupid.
Do we have to get into Raw now? I suppose we're talking about it. May as well.
I guess. Should I play the music? Fuck it.
Ah, sure. What the fuck? Raw was live from Milwaukee or Milwaukee, if you will, as Algonquin for the good land.
Oh, there you go. Goddamn
Angle.
Jim.
What's up?
It's a goddamn Jim. I'm learning here.
That was a Wayne's World reference.
Oh, fair enough. Shit.
Yeah. That obviously went over your head.
Yeah. That's for me. For me and not for you.
Yeah. I mean, what are we talking about? We can open with this whole Rosie Angle H Steph open.
So you obviously think it was horrible.
Yeah.
I didn't at all. I thought it was great. That's the
Yeah.
differing of opinions here. Now, it's not. I'm not saying this because Ronda Rousey was in it. You know what I mean? Just to try to be the cool, different guy. But I mean in the ways where Steph and Triple H played their characters amazingly well. And Rousey did the little bit she had to do decently, except for the whole talking thing. She needs to quit that fucking talking stuff. That's gotta go. That has to go.
Yeah.
And I thought Angle was, he was Angle, but it was like a good turn in that good direction. You know what I mean? Like, let's hope that this gets better. But
I don't know, like Steph, she brings up his divorce and his kids. She had 5 kids, right? He actually has 6 with
she
Jason.
said 4 first.
Oh, okay, well.
She said, he's got 4 kids, right? And he's like 5. And it's like, oh, Angle must be putting in for Jason Jordan. Like, no.
No, he has 6 with Jason Jordan.
Yes.
But, I don't know. They like, what match does she want? They start a drum roll, which she immediately steps on. Just great timing, this girl.
Yeah, I don't know if that was a fuck up or not. You know what I mean? It's like, it wouldn't put it past me for the WWE to even do it that way. Just because, like, she's Ronda Rousey, she'd do it while the drum roll's going. You know what I mean?
Like, yeah, but who are these fucking people who are there watching the show? And when she's like, it's you, and everyone's like, oh, like, who reacts like that? I'm like,
obviously Milwaukee. Obviously Milwaukee, man. I guess.
The people who go see Raw live.
Yes, exactly. And now let me. I want to take a step back here for a second, okay? I feel like I said I thought this segment was great, right?
Yeah.
Can I go back and just say it was good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Because like I did enjoy it, but it did have its flaws, obviously.
Triple H sold over the top for Angle, and it was whatever. Steph Pearl Harbored Rousey.
Yep.
Before she gives her a very awkward Samoan drop.
Yes.
First off, why did she give her a Samoan drop?
Right. Especially when in about 15 minutes we're going to see a pretty good one by Nia Jax.
Yeah. I don't know. Very weird. And it was awful too. She dropped Steph. I was like, oh God, hurt this cunt, please.
And well, you look at it too. It's a chick that's never had a wrestling match against a chick that's had like 2 wrestling matches.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's like very, very bad place to go. Like I know that they're trying to give Steph, okay, well Steph's getting hers, right? But almost in this build, you want to save Steph getting hers for WrestleMania and her just keep on foiling Triple H. Because you're going to get just shit, right? At least Triple H can sell it, and he can go through with the move to make it look better.
I suppose. I mean, I just care so little about it that I'm just like, for me to even think about, anything to do with it, I was like,
You know me, armchair booker.
What else we got? Chloe and Haley are singing the America the Beautiful at Mania. Who are they? I don't know who they are.
Apparently, they're proteges of Beyonce.
2 little girls are going to sing a song. Cool. That really screams pro wrestling to me.
Yeah. Woohoo. I'll take a dope smoking break at that point in time, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll take a shit. America. That song just... Jim, I'm not going to lie, man. Why do you guys have 2 fucking songs? Like, what country... this might be very unpopular because I'm sure it's mostly Americans, but what country is so fucking up in themselves to need 2 songs when everybody else has 1.
Dude, if there was ever a country who would be, it's us.
We got America the Beautiful, and
Surprised we have My Country 'Tis of Thee as well.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, there's a bunch of American songs, right?
You guys are fucking weird.
My favorite is
Like those songs in love.
Oh,
Fuck yeah. I'm gonna get in to save the day, yeah.
No, I don't know, dude. America the Beautiful is fucking stupid. Anyway,
Yeah.
I don't know. Revival with a jobber entrance. If they beat the Bear, they face the Bear at Mania, which I hate beat the champs to get a shot at the champs. I hate that as a general rule.
But they did it right this time. The champs win.
It's like, oh, the Bar win clean. I fuck that, I guess.
They're going with the idea that there's nobody for them to face.
I've heard that they may not even have a match, literally.
I was going to bring that up because I was listening to The Observer, and Dave was weirdly cryptic about it. He was saying
yeah.
Right? He was saying that, though, the idea is not to have a match. And it's like, just the way he just wouldn't answer certain questions. So it's just weird. Are they going to host it like the New Day?
Oh, God.
Can you
That would
imagine?
be awful.
It would be. It would be.
I was wondering if they weren't going to bring in a team. If they're going to bring up like AOP or something like that.
Well, yeah, but you'd think they would have lost their match in the tournament now instead of. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
No.
They could go to They could get the title shot and lose, and then show up the next day, maybe.
Unless they do it the way they did the Hardys last year.
I don't think that's a big enough surprise to.
No, I don't mean the Hardys themselves, but it's just unknown. We don't even know, and they just show up at WrestleMania.
Yeah, it could be. But
then
God, man, the Revival, dude. What the fuck?
Well, it's obvious they don't care. The Revival's is never going to be anything in the WWE. Let's just make that evidently clear.
That's unfortunate, though.
It is, but they're not. You know what? They would have done something by now. If I think it's just a bad timing with injuries and.
Yeah, that why they're pissed off. That why they're
taking over. Is
that why they're fucking these guys over so much? Is just because one got hurt and then the other one got hurt.
Yeah, I'd say so. It's probably what it is.
That sucks, though.
Yeah.
From here we got what?
Vince doesn't like it when you sneeze around because it means you're weak. Imagine when people get hurt. The guy did a whole fucking segment with 2 torn quads. Just sat there yelling at people.
From here, Cena again. God damn, why are you back on this show? You left this fucking show, you cocksucker.
Well, he says why he's back.
I'm back because I got a road. Great.
Well, the reason is because you'll get interrupted on SmackDown if he tries to do it. That's his reason.
Christ.
It's literally what he said.
It's like the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard.
And then Goldust comes out.
95% of their fucking booking, right? It's just like, oh, then he interrupts, and then this guy interrupts, and this other guy interrupts, and then all 4 of them fight. It's like, fucking super creative.
Yeah. Goldust comes out, calls himself a bum, and says he's going to stop Cena from going to Mania.
Yeah, punches him in the face and then loses a match.
Yeah, the old Goldust
idea.
would have sucked his dick. This one, he just wants a match.
I just don't understand, what we're fucking talking about here. Then Elias and Kurt backstage talking about the. Well, yeah, we did that. What do you mean?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Let's just go.
Sorry, I'm so baked right now.
See, I am too, so I don't know which one of us is in the wrong. It's like when 2 people roll up on a 4-way stop at the same time. It's like
it's all the drama of 2 people pulling up to a stop sign at the same time,
and who edges at the right time. It's like who does the false start? Because whoever does the false start,
we both try to inch out at the same time, and then we both stop again and wave to the guy.
Then one guy gets upset and starts waving his hands.
Elias and Kurt backstage talking about the Symphony of Destruction match.
Gross.
That's coming up later. What else we got here? Induct Hillbilly Jim into the Hall of Fame. Huh?
Yeah, never was a good wrestler, but he was a good gimmick.
People always like, it's so funny. People freak out about it, and it's like, it's their Hall of Fame. There's no rules. There's no anything. Like, they can do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah.
Plus, as a kid, you cheered for fucking Hillbilly Jim.
Did,
we all
man.
did.
I cannot say I had a. I cannot. I'm just going to say it easier. I had the Hillbilly Jim action figure when I was a kid.
Fuck yeah.
That great big rubber cocksucker, man. I fucking love that thing. You can knock people out with one of those. You drop one of those in your dog's head, man, permanently retarded for the rest of its life.
Yeah.
Just a
Not bad. Or yeah. You just do what we did and, start your own Hall of Fame like we did on fucking when we started this podcast.
Yeah.
It's on Facebook under the album section. It has 152 people in it. You should check it out.
Mm-hmm.
How about that for a plug?
Do it. Great job. I say.
We've been putting in some zany ones lately. Well, I have been. And I could, talk to people. Jared's thrown a few out. But the latest entrant into the Hall of Fame, Matt Bourne.
Matt Bourne.
Could be a controversial. The original Doink. Yeah, the original Doink.
I thought the original Doink was a dark, creepy character.
He was.
And I liked it.
And he was great in that. Yeah, Matt Bourne too. Then he did Born Again after that, which is like half Doink, half him, and it's good. I always liked his work too.
Yeah, and he always had that whoopee. What was it, the whoopee cushion? That big leg drop from the top.
Nah, it's just like a fucking sit. He just like sat on your chest from the top. It wasn't a leg drop. It was just like a fucking bonsai drop,
Fair enough.
But yeah. What else we had here? Bailey and Abhor Lucian came out.
Yeah, that was the only thing I can say about this match, man. Mandy hit a great bicycle kick.
Yeah.
That's about it, man. The rest of the match was fuck all.
Sasha tries to hug Bailey at the end, and Bailey walks away.
Yeah.
So people are like, are they tearing her heel? Like, oh my god, who cares? I had a heel turn now? She want to hug somebody?
Oh, fuck. Like, to me, if people are confused as to who's turning heel, ultimately they're telling a better story that way. Or, you know what I mean? It could go either way. You don't know. At least it's not completely predictable. But I don't see Bailey turning heel at all. I would imagine it's Sasha.
Now I'm confused about my notes here.
Why?
Oh, I don't know. After that, I have like a Nia backstage thing, but that doesn't make sense. Where was her match?
No, that was Nia. You skipped it. Nia's match with Asuka was right after the.
Oh, the first thing.
Yeah, that was the first match.
Okay. Yeah. Well, it shows how much I cared about this show. I accidentally skipped the whole fucking thing.
I must say,
Nia loses to Asuka and cries in the ring.
Yeah, and then cries backstage. At least she can cry in command.
She's crying backstage, probably because fucking Alexa Bliss is like saying shit that like hits home with her.
It's true. And
I know people made fun of you because you're fucking huge and shit. Jesus Christ, bitch.
Yeah, don't be embarrassed because you let your family down so much. It's like,
yeah, exactly.
I thought that whole segment though was. We'll see. I was confused though because I'm not sure if. I feel like that segment is driven towards the female side of the audience. I feel like if I was a female, I'd probably like that. You know what I mean? As a guy, it's like, it was okay.
But if you were a female, you would also like wieners.
That's true. Oh, yeah. I like hot dog wieners. So
just love them. Just love them in my mouth.
Love them. Salty.
But yeah, I mean, they face turned her here. I mean, that had to be a face turn.
Oh, without a doubt, because Asuka's going to challenge Charlotte after Fastlane.
Huh. What are you going to do with a face Nia Jax? I don't know, man.
I don't know either. I don't know, but I really don't know. The monster should be, at least she should be the monster. But I don't know what route they go. The lovable monster, like that doesn't usually work with women.
One other note from this: Did you see her botch a backbreaker by lifting the wrong knee?
Yes.
You fucking kidding me, man? I've never seen something like that.
No.
She literally goes to backdrop fucking backbreaker Asuka and lifts the wrong knee, slamming her into the mat.
Yeah.
What?
That was Nia Jax. I mean, like, I thought that match was okay. You know what I mean? It was an okay match. Like, they did do certain things to make Nia Jax look strong, but they really make Asuka look pretty weak at the same time. This fucking monster lady that's supposed to be able to beat everybody is just getting rickrolled everywhere she goes.
Yeah. With Elias and Braun thing.
Fuck
and
this.
I play all those instruments better than Elias does, but whatever.
I hate this segment so much.
Yeah, like he bails to the back, and it's just like fucking Looney Tunes, dude. Total Looney Tunes.
Yeah. It was a little too much, and I think the car bit really ruins it for me too.
We've done that before. I've seen this before.
Yeah.
I mean, in how many movies, how many they've done it a bunch of times.
Oh yeah, of course. I'm sure Big Show done it once.
Oh, absolutely. But it was nonsense, really. The match itself, I thought, was whatever.
Yeah.
He dumps a piano on Elias, and they stretch him out.
Yeah.
What is he going to be doing at Mania, dude?
Braun?
Yeah.
I think it's worrying about whether or not Roman's going to be involved in this scandal before WrestleMania. And
So, we're fucking you because this guy might get busted for fucking roids.
Well, in a way, really, if you look at what they had for him, which was Miz, he's better off with this just wandering thing come out. Like, even if it does happen, he can just go out, kill somebody in 10 seconds, Braun wins, done. WrestleMania is over. Right?
Yeah. I just thought all that is dumb. Like, the fact that even that Miz and him was your idea going in shows me that you're pretty fucking bankrupt for ideas.
Yeah.
You didn't have this guy build something for Mania?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It is not the right way to do it, but I mean, especially when he's the guy that should be beating Bronk, you know?
Yeah.
But
what else we got? Wyatt defeats Rhino.
Fuck that.
And
Man,
rubs his hand up on his face. What was that? He's like rubbing Rhino's hand on his face.
I don't know, man.
Probably smelled like cheese and crackers, man. I love the smell of cheese and crackers.
Oh, my pussy.
Fucking Christ. And then you got Matt on the screen, and it showed the Hardy compound. I thought it was pretty good. I got a little excited about this, I have to say.
Well, and especially, you can't forget Jeremy Borash works for the WWE now.
Yeah.
Could you have Jeremy Borash help out with this? I know I would definitely do it. You know what I mean? I would choose Jeremy Borash to be the one to go and do this with Matt Hardy. You got him on the goddamn payroll. You're paying him already.
Yeah. To me, I'm interested to see where they put this is gonna really decide how this goes. To me, I think you should put it on the pre-show of Mania. As people are still filing in the building, there's not many people in yet. Air it, man. Just air it for the network. Play it on the screen too, but I think that's the way you should do it. It'll be okay that way. If you put that in the middle of the fucking show somewhere,
yeah, it's gonna kill it.
It's gonna kill it, dude. But
now, mind you, if it was done right, it wouldn't kill it for me.
No.
But that's only if it was done right. And knowing what the WWE has given us in those kinds of, the House of Horrors, that weird grass brawl with the New Day and the Wyatts. Really,
oh, God, yeah.
It's been all shit. So I assume it's just going to continue being shit. So.
Yeah.
Especially when Rebby Hardy came out and said she shot all the stuff that they showed. So it's like,
oh, really?
Okay, so they're not going to let her shoot this. There's no way. It's WWE. They're not going to let her. No, Jim.
It's pretty good, though.
Jim.
He's dragging out.
They'll put women on their TV. They're not going to put a woman behind the camera and run that. Come on now. Jesus, don't only make-believe women lovers,
Seeing the fucking drone, seeing him drag out the boat, I was like, oh, dude. This could be good, though. Hopefully it's
possible. I hope so.
Because at the time, that was the thing, right? It was like, oh, Wyatt and him would be awesome to do something like this, and here it is. And God, they've really shit the bed on.
When this started, this is what we wanted.
Yeah.
That's the crazy thing about it.
Right now, we're like, oh, I hope it doesn't completely suck, because everything else they've done sucked.
Yeah, well, and they've killed Wyatt since then too. You know, like this is not the same Bray Wyatt that was that Matt Hardy was, proposing to a couple years ago.
Yeah, that's true. Wasn't it about the time he was like fucking up on the card back then?
Yeah. Well, like this is when the Wyatts faced off with the New Day, and everybody was going insane for it.
Yeah.
Right. But then they did that shit segment, and everybody wanted nothing to do with it anymore.
Because dude, like Broken Matt was a lot more than
You're fucking right. He was, Jim. He was.
That's all he is now.
Yeah, I know.
What did we? What were we like on about? We loved like when he's talking about green beans or fucking delightful, or that's what we liked.
Yeah. No, we see. For me, I like the Hardy Compound segments because every week you got a little Hardy Compound segment.
Right.
Or it seemed like every couple weeks you're getting a good chunk from there. But now it's just in front of a blue sheet, and he's just
I don't know
laughing.
what the fuck that's about.
Yeah, it's not. It doesn't.
He's playing chess with a goldfish, though.
That was probably the best one they've done. Because there was a what was it? I don't know, some spirit inhabiting the goldfish. Did you go somewhere, Jim? Did you die?
No, I'm here.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Just being pretty quiet.
Not as good as when he fucking boxed a goddamn kangaroo, though.
I mean, in WWE.
Yeah.
He didn't box a kangaroo in WWE.
No. But how absurd is it that was on Impact?
Have you ever seen that video of the kangaroo that's going after the dog? And the guy goes over and punches the kangaroo in the face? And the kangaroo just buffs up and the guy just runs away?
Yeah, dude.
Fuck yeah, dude. You just saved your dog. You almost got yourself killed, but you just saved your dog.
Yeah. I'm not going to be fighting any fucking upright, buff fucking deer, man. Get the fuck out of here.
No, not a fucking chance. They don't even have antlers. I'm still not fucking with them.
From there, we did the little Miz segment. I didn't like the segment that he did.
I hated this.
Yeah. Rollins is what do we have, like a three-way here? Was that what this was?
Yeah. It's
Rollins pinned Miz. Miz just loses everything all the time.
Oh yeah.
And Rollins kind of stole the win from Balor or whatever. So.
Yes, yeah. What do you think of Cripps Balor?
So weird,
isn't it?
I don't know what the fuck that blue shit's all about.
I know, man. It's so odd, dude. It's so weird. Seen somebody in a blue leather jacket. Nobody, Jim, has gotten laid in a blue leather jacket since like fucking 82.
Oh, Eddie Murphy, right? One of his comedy specials where he's wearing that blue fucking leather.
Raw.
Is that Raw?
Yeah, it's Raw.
Delirious is like the fucking red getup.
Yeah.
How unbelievable is that anybody ever wore shit like that? Are you fucking kidding me?
I know. Oh, God.
Fuck.
And here you have fucking Finn Balor just building Legos with his blue leather jacket on.
Yeah, and Angle sets up the three-way that we've all seen coming, so there's that. Yeah. Talked about the Heyman segment, and
this segment went 14 minutes after the fucking 3-hour mark. Can you imagine this?
Yeah. It's not good.
It was so long and drawn. Like, it's just, this seemed like forever. There was one thing that I remember about this, outside of the bitches and the belts and stuff. That's when he said, Alpha WrestleMania, you can seek a new title to challenge for. And I was like,
oh, I didn't even catch that.
Oh, no? Oh, man.
I quit paying attention at some point, dude.
Yeah, no, I get you. It was that joke. I was like, oh,
that's
good.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like
Alpha
that.
and Sika. It was great.
Very well done. We can move on to SmackDown. I don't know if you have to. We take their music away.
Well, until they become a real show, we'll take their music away. I think that's
taking your music away.
Yeah.
We've drawn a fucking line in the sand, SmackDown.
Nope, that's right. Fuck this show, man. That's all I gotta say.
Green Bay, Wisconsin. This show is fucking God, this show's been so fucking bad lately.
I know.
And I've heard people saying, like, oh, they're aware backstage, you know?
Yeah.
So the general consensus is that it's really bad. Well, how about you fix it?
Yeah, how about you make this a little better, hey? How about you still got a year left in your contract? Are you just going to just tank it until fucking Fox takes over or something?
Burbs mentioned that whole thing with Rude, where Rude comes out, like, what is that? He's there to save the day. At first I was like, oh, he's going to do something because he's our mixed match partner, but no.
Come back. He's on commentary.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. Of course he's on commentary. Orton and Mahal Orton and Mahal, really? Again.
Jim, I'm not going to lie. I didn't watch this.
Oh, dude.
Not this match.
I didn't either.
Did not do it.
No, I fast-forwarded, too, but I fucking still saw that, of course, he gets slammed into Rude, right?
Of course.
You know? This is like the laziest fucking show ever. They do that constantly, especially on SmackDown, because your commentary is right there on the floor. They do it all the time. No, the opponent comes down and he's doing commentary, and he gets shoved into him, and they brawl, and it's a DQ.
Yeah, they do it every week. It's something that happens every week.
Did they ever announce Mahal in this match, or no?
I don't know, man.
I don't think so.
Of course they did. Yeah, the Sumir Singh announced it.
Did they?
Yeah. Sumir Singh
on
was
Twitter?
announcing it. No. Like for WrestleMania, you mean?
No, for this fucking pay-per-view on Sunday.
No,
is this going to be a three-way?
I don't think so. I got it down as a singles match between Bobby.
I'll believe it when I fucking see it, dude. I wouldn't doubt if on the fucking fly Mahal's added. Brian comes out and adds him in there or some dumb shit.
And he wins the U.S. title. And then we got to deal with more Mahal.
Fuck this show.
You know that's where this is going. It didn't work on the big stage, so they're going to try to do it on the little stage now to get it ready for the big stage again.
God. There was some good. We had a good Usos and New Day video package.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, it was just a video package, but...
Yeah. Shinsuke Knox is backstage doing an interview when Rusev in English comes in. I like that English can't sing or talk or anything. It's pretty funny. Yeah. But then Nakamura sings, dude.
It was not bad.
That wasn't that bad, actually, but
yeah, Nakamura singing just makes no sense. At least, they chose his words wisely this week, and he could pronounce almost everything except for Billy Joel. Yeah. I had to think about for a second what he said when he said Billy Joel. Billy Joel.
Yeah. It was funny because Mrs. Vicious was out here, and during that segment, and I was like, yeah, she was like, who's that? And I'm like, oh, it's Nakamura. He was fucking badass in Japan, but they're just wasting him and ruining him in WWE. And she's like, oh, yeah? And right after that, he sings, and she go like,
Yeah, I see it.
I was like, see what I'm saying? Fuck. So that's it. It's going to be Nakamura and Rusev.
Yeah.
Just because why? I fucking don't know.
I don't know either, but you can see it a mile away. I believe I even mentioned it a couple weeks ago that I bet you they'll do Rusev and Nakamura. I'm sure I said that.
Yeah. Most over guy on the show fucking awful. Anyway.
But he says there's going to be Nakamura Day, and Rusev said, you can't just make up your own day. Stupid. I was like, I fucking love it.
Carmella defeats Becky Lynch.
She's definitely gotten her lips done.
Oh, yeah.
She looks like she could suck a dick through a fucking fence, I guess. I don't fucking know. Like, she just... horse lips, man. She's what it looks like.
Yeah. What the fuck? Natalya and Naomi backstage. Dude, did you see this at all by chance? Awful. Unbelievably awful.
Yeah, it was.
They set up a tag match next week. I don't know. It's like Natalya and Carmella.
No, man, that tag match is on Fastlane.
Are you fucking serious?
Oh, I'm serious, buddy. I am
Oh my
serious.
god.
Yeah.
And we have Ziggler versus Styles.
Which was an okay
And then-
match. Okay WWE TV match.
I mean, I guess. I guess.
I can't
Yeah,
really I can't really pay attention to a Ziggler match these days.
No. Yeah. And Owens and Zayn attack for the DQ. Shane brings out Corbin, making it a 5-way for no fucking reason. So it's the match on Sunday.
Was it never a 5-way? Was it never a 5-way? Like, that makes no sense to me. Why was Baron Corbin in those matches last week with everybody else in the 4-way? You know what I mean? Like, because I'm not saying you're wrong. This is a gripe that I had before.
I don't know what you mean exactly.
Well, last week Baron Corbin was like everybody that was in this match, right at Fastlane, was having matches back and forth. Baron Corbin was in those matches.
Yeah.
So to me, it was just elementary. Baron Corbin's in this match, and then they announce it this week, and it's like, the fuck.
Yeah.
You know, because
It's just really
it makes no sense.
And I mean, the only thing you get here story-wise is that Zayn kind of turns on Owens. Not really, but he gives him a Haluva kick for the win after he said he was going to lay down for him. So, but why do the match minus one guy a couple of days beforehand? You know?
Yeah.
I really don't even want to watch this. Like, I have no desire to watch this. I'm probably, I watch all of them live, WWE shit live and tweet and all that. But I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going to. The next day, I think I'll watch Usos and New Day and skim the rest of the show, and that's it. Because this sucks, dude. This really fucking sucks.
I agree. Thank God this is our last split pay-per-view.
Yeah, no shit. Let's do our fucking predictions here.
For Fastlane?
I just want to point out that I'm the defending champion.
Yeah.
You son of a bitch.
You've been winning them all lately.
Yeah.
I'm going to change it to this one, unless you mimic my picks, because it's a pretty rudimentary card.
I have no idea what I've got there. So. All right.
So let's start with Carmella and Natalya taking on Becky Lynch and Naomi.
I'm going for the faces here.
Me as well, because I don't want to see those two girls anymore at all.
Yeah.
I just want to see Carmella get her fake lips kicked in, and that's it.
Yeah. Obviously Nakamura over Rusev.
Obviously. And obviously Flair over Ruby Riott.
Yeah. Rude and Randy Orton.
I'm going to go with Bobby Roode.
Yeah,
assume
agreed.
that he loses at WrestleMania in a 3-way, unless they do a 3-way here. I don't know.
I seriously feel like it's going to happen, dude. I'm serious.
It's possible.
God, Jinder Mahal better not even be on WrestleMania.
Oh, you know he's going to be there. Come on.
In a singles match or something?
I'd say there's going to be... if they don't do that 3-way here, they'll do it there.
God, look where that guy was last year, huh? Holy shit.
Fuck, he was in a match with Gronk last year.
Usos defending against the New Day.
I'm going to go with the Usos, because they're doing that storyline where the Usos haven't had a match at WrestleMania. The only way they secure that is if they keep their titles.
Yeah, or if they lose here and they get their rematch at WrestleMania, winning the belts.
That's true. That's true. It makes it convoluted, though.
But where else are we going here? What else is left?
But then again, that
Women's
gets you in the
Championship.
New Day and the Usos. So, the only thing we got left is that 6-pack challenge.
Well, and there's a women's match, too.
Well, the Charlotte Flair and Ruby Riott. I just assume that y'all think Flair's going to win that, and it's going to be Asuka and Flair.
Yeah, but I'm thinking here, I think I'm going to go with the New Day.
Okay.
Just to get different from you here.
Fair enough.
And I think I could see that. I could see that the Usos get their rematch
No,
there, maybe.
I can too. It's plausible. And I'm sure in the WWE Championship match, AJ Styles is going to win that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of talk about fucking that they'll put Cena over, man. People think that.
They're not going to do that.
Oh my God.
They're not going to do Cena Nakamura at WrestleMania. It's Taker.
I heard of a three-way. I was like, of a three-way at Mania. People are talking about now. They're like, oh, Nakamura, Styles, and Cena.
People are talking about it, but it's not going to happen.
I hope not.
No, it's going to be Taker. They've already, it's going to be Taker. They brought it up on Raw, and the crowd got that big pop. They can't just take it away now.
Sure, they can.
They
can do whatever they want.
They can do whatever they want, but I mean, logistically speaking, you can't really do it without killing a certain aspect of the audience because they're expecting it.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'm real stoked about Undertaker at his absolute worst versus Cena at his absolute worst. I know 10 years ago I was thinking like, oh man, I hope someday we'll get to see both these guys as they fucking are past their prime and suck.
Well, like, we've seen them years ago, just not at WrestleMania.
Yeah, to me, this was never a thing. Like, there's all these people clamoring for it. They're like, oh, fans really want. Like, do they? I mean, I fucking don't. I don't know.
No.
Cena is not half of any dream match for me, so. You know?
Just out of pure number one guys, I would go, and I would I put it in like my B slot of dream matches, and that would be Cena and Tanahashi. Just because one being the ace of New Japan and one being the big face of WWE, that's a match I wouldn't mind seeing. But
I admit, like when it was Nakamura Cena, I was like, oh, that's interesting. You know?
Yeah.
And Cena Styles kind of too, but well, there you go. Our different pick is on the. It all hinges on this tag team match then.
Yeah, and usually at least we're pretty
Didn't it last time too? Yeah, it did.
Yeah. It's usually off by one. And it's usually like somebody gets them all right and one guy's one off.
Your show might be a little bit predictable if one of us gets 100% and one gets one wrong just because they went out. Like, same with this. If either me or you get it wrong, it's like you're kind of going out on a limb there, you know?
Exactly. Just to try to make it different and make it exciting.
Yeah.
So therefore, the only match that matters is the Usos and the New Day.
It's funny enough, that's the only match that actually does matter to me.
Yeah, and that's the crazy part about it. It's madness.
Yeah. And we've already seen that angle fucking go all the way through. You know, that angle is done.
To where they became friends and had a truce.
Good Lord. I hate to be that, like, right before WrestleMania and just, like, super negative, but fucking A, man. There's only one match I give a fuck about on this whole show. Styles and Nakamura.
Yeah, I agree. It's not turned out to be a very good WrestleMania.
That's only to see if they'll live up to last time. And spoiler alert,
they won't. And you know they won't. No. First off, Nakamura can't eat the bullet that AJ Styles shoots, so he's not Bullet Club anymore.
Right. That was a good spot. But other than that, what else? This week there was NXT, which was pretty run-of-the-mill.
Yeah. I mean, you had the Killian Dane match with what's his nuts there. That's a phrase I've said a lot this episode.
Aleister Black.
Aleister Black. Yeah. Oh man, I feel ashamed of myself now. Other than that, though, you got the Bianca Belair in a match.
What do you think of her?
I think she's got more upside than downside.
Yeah.
I think she's pretty athletic. She seems like...
How small was that fucking girl she took on? God damn, that was a tiny-ass little girl.
It was also a tiny-ass match, too. The match was about as tiny as she was. What else happened on
AOP defeated TM61.
Yes, and we already alluded to that already.
Yeah, of the Dusty Classic. Regal had like this backstage thing. The only reason I'll talk about this is Dunn comes in looking like he looks like a 1920s paperboy who's lost his hat.
He looks
he looks like an old-timey paperboy.
He belongs on money.
Hear ye. And then Strong and Undisputed Era are in. And it's so dumb seeing all these guys. They look like call center employees on a Friday after work.
Yeah, it looked like they came from shooting Office Space.
Yeah, I hate that idea. The idea that like everybody's wearing like business casual shit all the time. It's so shitty. I don't get it, man.
Yeah, no, I agree.
To me, it just makes it unnatural.
Well, it starts to look like the backstage of an NBA game.
Yeah. Well, it's like, how do you get a dude over, right? Because, like, the whole, he wears suits and this shit, it's like, that's a gimmick, sort of, right?
Yeah, exactly.
How over
Bobby
would Ric
Roode
Flair
wore
have...
suits when he came in. You know what I mean?
Well, that made sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. How over would Ric Flair have gotten back in the day if everybody was wearing suits?
Right? How over would the Arn and Tully gotten over if everybody else was wearing Letterman jackets?
Mm-hmm.
What about LOD and the shoulder pads?
Yeah, right. Everyone was shoulder pads.
Yeah, so gimmicks are gimmicks, and if everybody looks the same, then everybody is the same, and everybody's treated the same.
Seeing all these dudes with ties on, like, trying to have altercations. It's like...
All these people claim to be fighters.
Yeah. They had, like, a Sanity pre-tape I thought was pretty good. It was, like, looked like it was filmed, like, in the fucking sewers.
Yeah.
It's like waiting for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles to come flying by.
They were waiting for the pizza guy to come from the street, right? They're going to open up the hatch.
Lacey Evans had an interview they set up next week. She takes on Dakota Kai.
Yay.
Yeah.
Can you tell I don't give a fuck about that match?
I really liked this the Heavy Machinery vignette that they did. Did you see it?
Yes, I did. Heavy Machinery, they're a horrible working tag team, but
I just love Dozovich.
Dozovich is money.
Yeah. He's like towing Dozovich on like a fucking sled, and he's dude, Dozovich is great. Yeah.
Yeah, he is, especially on Twitter too, because he still professes his love for Mandy Rose.
Yeah.
Tweets out pictures of her saying she's his future wife and everything like that. He's the greatest, man. Oh.
Yeah. If he could fucking shed this other fucker and go sing the solo.
If he could shed 300 pounds of dead weight.
Yeah, exactly, right. And we had this dude. We got to talk about this Ciampa segment.
Yes. Okay. Yep.
Ciampa comes out with a knee brace and his crutch, but no music. Thank you for that. But dude, he didn't say a word that whole segment.
No.
And it was fucking genius.
Yep. I agree.
God damn it.
I agree.
I just thought it was so amazing that he came out, didn't have to say a fucking word.
Just took the fucking crutch, took a sign, and beat the fuck out of it.
Yeah. Because that's like, you can't teach that shit, right? You get some of these guys who, these new signee guys, they wouldn't understand that. That guy working in the indies for as long as he has understands how to do that.
Exactly. He can read a crowd.
Yeah. I love that the crowd fucking hated him. He didn't have to say a word. Pretty fucking good.
He looks jacked now, hey?
Fuck yeah, he does. His arms look huge. Yeah. His, shoulders and shit.
I'm excited I can't wait to see what they're going to do.
And at the end, it kind of shows he smashes up his crutch and he leaves, he's not hurt anymore.
No, he's walking perfectly fine.
Yeah.
That's like Jeff Hardy's cleared to return, too.
Oh, dude, I hope he shows up. His brother Nero.
Oh, dude. Brother Nero, I knew you'd come.
Exactly. Yeah. If you know for fucking full well, if you're there at the Hardy compound and he does that fucking line, I'm gonna pop hard.
Oh yeah. No,
I knew you'd come. Fucking awesome. And then next week you got Dunnan versus Cole for the UK Championship.
That should be pretty good. Then you got a nothing match between Sanity and Sabatelli and Moss, who got back together after breaking up.
Yeah. Did they do anything? No. Did they film anything for that?
I don't see anything. I didn't see anything.
No.
And then Street Profits and Heavy Machinery as well.
Fuck the Street Profits.
Yes. I'd say it's a bad choice having a Tag Team Classic run as a tournament side by side with New Japan Cup.
Yeah, probably, yeah. And I intended to watch Impact this week. It was Impact Crossroads. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, there you go. Cody Rhodes not even in the company, and you're still fucking using his shit. Good.
All of the 5 championships on the line. So every belt was on the line on the show. But I only saw a little bit of it. I saw LAX had a great match with Cult of Lee. LAX are fucking awesome, actually. Those guys are really getting good.
Santana and Ortiz, they're good.
Yeah, they did some shit in this match that was really fucking good.
Yeah, I've been high on those two for a while. They're really good.
Yeah. But yeah, I think their flashback moment of the week this week was Christian Cage versus Monty Brown. And I was like, Monty who?
Monty Brown, Marcus Corvon.
Oh, I don't know.
Can you remember Marcus Corvon in the ECW reboot?
No.
No?
I didn't watch the ECW reboot.
Fair
that
enough.
shit sucks.
That was Monty Brown. Monty Brown went to W. He was actually number one contender for the NWA TNA championship for a year, and they just kept on not giving him the shot. He won the match to be number one contender, let's say in April, and everybody else kept on getting shots, and everybody they didn't address it on TV, but people were like on the internet, just like, hey, do you remember when Marcus Corvon won that number one contendership? Oh, but I think he got his shot fucking 8 months later. It was and of course he lost to Jeff Jarrett.
Well, fuck yeah, dude.
The only way you can beat Jeff Jarrett is in a fucking King of the Mountain match, because it's convoluted as fuck and involves penalty boxes.
And he gets confused halfway through. He doesn't know what to do.
Because he's drunk.
Yeah. So that's pretty much fucking that. We got the Federation. New episode is up everywhere.
Yeah. The Fall Brawl 89. Terry, like I said earlier, Terry Funk with a garbage bag choking out Ric Flair. So that there alone should make you want to listen. And then when we tell you that next I don't know, next week probably, we'll be doing WCW Halloween Havoc 89, which includes the Terror Dome match. So that should be interesting. So yeah, I mean, what's not?
We are firmly in the 80s, right now.
Oh, yeah, we'll be in the 80s for the next month or so, and then we'll be in the 90s.
Good shit. You guys got that over there. And then, pay-per-view take 2. We got WrestleMania 4 coming this week. And AWA Super Sunday.
Fucking Super Sunday. Have you ever had a Super Sunday, Jim?
I think Super Bowl Sunday is a Super Sunday.
Well, I was thinking about a Super Sunday, like a Sunday ice cream.
Oh, yeah? I sure have.
I mean, because I'm Canadian, right? Super Bowls are nothing to me, man. Super Bowl is just that great big bowl I eat cereal in. That's a Super Bowl.
You do that too? I fucking do that too. I think it's time to do our fucking Twitter shout-outs.
Should we? Should I get that music queued up?
Yeah. You can even hear it, didn't I? All right. Retweet our pinned episode on Twitter at Suplex City Limit. Get yourself a shout-out on the show. Like all of these people. Dom Phony, Burbs, Pro Wrestling Blab, B-Swing 22, Coffee Shop Cat, Jericho NPM. Shout out to Jericho NPM. He does he puts episodes of Suplex City Limits on Twitter with the video game footage. That's awesome. If that's your speed, check that shit out. DJ Greg Popovich, Grammars, MJW Games, Ryan the Wookie, Wrestling Soup, Eve Mesa, Caleb Morganfield, Mickey D's, Johnny Utah, Awareness Podcast, So Divine, Mr. Lance Levine, Jay Doon, Geeks Marks Nerds, Terry Ansel, Jared, Jeremy Foltz, Leo, JC Sterling, Dom Homie, Chris Savage, Christian and Damon Podcast, Keith Martin, Smart to Death Podcast, Well Kept and Unclean, EMZT Radio Podcast, Klondike Bill. He actually asked if, I think he asked, whose dirty panties does he have to eat to get into the Suplex City Limits Hall of Fame? He tweeted that this week. I popped so fucking right.
Oh, fucking hell, that's great.
AC Patty, Blades, B Blaze, Federation, THT Podcast, Bobby Anthem, Functioning Drunks Podcast. Thank you guys very much for tweeting everything out there. There's this other person here. They don't have a picture. What are they? At Sam Sean Leyland. Thank you very much, sir. Good shit.
Good shit is right, sir.
That's a lot.
Hey, man.
Goddamn lot.
You got to do it now, though. Man, we'll be here for 5 hours one of these days.
Yeah. Do we have anything else here this week?
I feel like we don't. But, I mean, I am pretty stoned, so...
Yeah. Good enough. One random thing I wanted to... Did you ever see the picture of Seth Rollins and Bo Dallas? Where they it's probably pictures for...
FCW?
Is that what it is, where they're on motorcycles?
I don't know I would imagine that's when it is. But I've never seen it.
Yeah, you've never seen that picture?
No. I'll probably find it, though,
God.
so we can have it as our episode picture today.
Oh, dude, I'll send it over to you. It is just like the most gay porn looking thing ever.
We might have to bring back the fucking Tumblr stories or whatever the fuck they were.
I sent it over to you, so yeah. Oh,
okay.
Awful.
I got a little tidbit. Remember when so I went to the doctor about how I've been sick and stuff like that, but my stomach and shit with allergies and lactose. He's saying it could be gallstones or celiac disease.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so let's hope it's gallstones, guys, because I like spread a lot.
Jesus. It's like when you know you're fucking getting old, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Breaking down as old men.
I know, right? So let's end this show before I die of old age.
And on that bombshell, it's time to end. We thank you very much for listening and supporting the show. We'll be back next week to recap a whole lot of New Japan. We'll talk
Fastlane.
We'll talk Fastlane.
The ROH 16th anniversary too is next week, isn't it?
Oh yeah, that's is that tonight or is that next week?
Is that
Friday?
tonight? Maybe it's tonight. I don't fucking know, man. There's too much. Like, at what point in time, Jim, is too much?
Yeah, I don't know if it's tonight. I'm not going to watch it tonight because I'm playing fucking Gears of War with Burbs and B-Blades.
There you go. We're going. Oh, so actually, let me announce this before we go. The first, because the Federation is going to start doing video game streams as well with Game with the Cock. Our first one is going to be a Whopper, just so you know. Okay? Mm-hmm. It's going to be Wheel of Fortune for the NES.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome.
We figured for our first one, we do something that gets us talking a lot. And a game of Wheel of Fortune will do that. So we're going to do current games we've never played before, old games, shit like that. So, yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, look out for that shit. And yeah, do some more. I did a little bit of a Twitch stream yesterday, so I think we're going to probably broadcast tonight on maybe on Mixer. Because on Mixer, you can do like 4 screens at once and shit. So keep an eye out for that shit if that's your bag.
Yeah, there you go. So, and maybe we'll combine forces at some point in time.
You need to get an Xbox again, and we can do.
Oh, that's right too. Fuck me.
We can do some Mixer fucking streams and get some people in there. It'll be good times.
So we can add to the list of our wish list items. Okay, it's the globe bong that I'm still getting. I don't know if I'm getting that or not, but he makes it seem like I might get it one of these days. He keeps bringing it up. But we can let's add an Xbox One to that as well, guys. If you got an extra Xbox One laying around, send it over, man.
There you go. I think that's it, man. So we'll be back next week. Until then, may you get all the dick and or pussy you desire. Remember, a winner